Hi! I'm trying to figure out how to change the curtains behind me. There we go. That helps a little bit with lighting. Can you hear me okay, guys? I know there's TV noise in the background a little bit, but hopefully it's not too distracting. Hi, Marday. Sounds good. Howdy, you can hear. Okay, good. Well, we are at a different place than the room. We're at Buen Camino. Looks and sounds good. It is a bit noisy. Yeah. It's the TV in the background here. It's either this or being out on the street, so I'm not really sure what's worse, like background TV noise or car street noise. But anyway, yeah, this is the only place that we could find that had like good Wi-Fi, so here we are. But anyhow, hopefully the connection at least will be good this time, and I'll just try to talk loudly so y'all can hear me instead of the background noise. Oh, thank you, Montana. Montana just got us some cafe con leches. So let's see. All right. So just what's been going on. Everything's been fine. Montana's knees and feet have been doing much better. Everything's been good. Her knees have still been causing her some pain, but usually her knees aren't bothering her until the last mile. It's like her body knows that there's only 1 mile till town, so they start bothering her. So it's kind of funny how that works. But anyway, we've been good. We're over the halfway point, as I told y'all in a post. We're actually getting close to the 300 mile mark. I think we're at 280 something now. So I told her, the other day it was like, the feeling of, I kind of don't want this to, thank you, Radler. You're so silly. Oh, wow. They're like little cookies. Yeah. Is this because you bought the beers?
I think so.
Okay, so it's like we get snacks with our drinks. Like if you get alcohol, they give you snacks. And this isn't, I know a cookie sometimes comes with coffee, but it's like you get,
I'm an alcoholic.
Like earlier we got peanuts and stuff, and I don't know, it's like a thing that you get snacks when you buy food. But anyway, so I've just been sitting over here rambling. They said it is a little bit noisy in here, but I think the street's gonna be noisy too, so I wish we could ask him to turn that down, but we can't. Did they ask about you?
They didn't even ask.
Oh, no, but I told them about you.
They didn't care.
They do care. Montana says that nobody asked about her, that they don't care. Yes, they do. I'm sure they do.
The show.
Okay, so let's see. Lighting is good. Connection is great. Yay! Video and audio both work fine for me. All right, we understand you well, just TV sounds in the back. Yeah. We'll just pretend we are there sharing drinks with everyone. Yes! Cheers! Oh, I didn't bring my straw for my here, move that curtain. Montana! Move this curtain more that way if you're gonna push it more towards you. She's so silly, y'all. Let's see. Hey, Pete. Hello, how's everyone doing? We're doing well. Snacks with drinks is the idea of tapas. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh.
The background noise isn't too bad.
Okay, good. Having a free tapa with your drink is super common in Spain. I live in Madrid, and when I go somewhere else, I miss it a lot. Yeah. Yeah, we don't really, that isn't really a thing where we are. It's like you get what you order and what you pay for, but Oh gosh, we're gonna be shaking this table a lot.
That's all you.
Well, you did it when you came over here and sat down. Nice lunchtime Q&A. Yeah, I know the hours are weird. If we weren't walking tomorrow, and maybe one day when I get into town, I can go ahead and just do a late Q&A and just do one like at midnight here. You up for it? And
No,
when we can sleep in, yeah. So we might do that the next town that we go to, and then we'll still zero, so we don't have to worry about getting up and
As long as I got
walking
my
early.
food in my stomach.
We
I can
ordered.
do it.
Okay, so here's the thing. We're not all about. We do like to eat things that are local, obviously. But it's like when Montana and I get to town and we take a 0 day, we like to spoil ourselves with food that we're used to. And so we did Papa John's and Logroño, and we did McDonald's and Logroño, and we did. What other one have we done?
That was it.
No, we definitely got some kind of normal food in Pamplona. I just can't remember what it was.
No,
I thought
it was
we
the
did.
donuts and burgers.
Oh, Domino's.
Did we have Domino's?
Yes, we did. Oh no, it was not.
Yes, it was.
Okay, maybe whatever it was. Anyway, we have had some good stuff. So last night, it wasn't a chain that's in the U.S., but we got their food delivery service is called Glovo. Is that what it is, Montana? Glovo. So we got food delivered. So they go pick it up on their bicycle or scooter or whatever, and then bring the food to you. They go purchase it in your behalf at the place that doesn't deliver. So
it's
this
like
place,
Postmates.
yeah. I guess it's different everywhere, but or like Uber Eats or something like that. But
Yeah.
So we got wings and fries, and I had some packets of ketchup, that it's called, here in my fanny pack to have with it. And I got, because a lot of time the wings here have been not hot wings, but they had the capability to add the buffalo sauce. I was pretty excited. So anyway, we had that last night. I'm just rambling about food. Can y'all tell what we like? But anyway, let's see. Montana, what does it feel like to be in a free country with regard to grown-up drinks?
It feels so nice.
Yeah, she just went over there and ordered me a beer. She's not even drinking. She says it feels nice, but she's not even drinking one right now. But
No, well, I had one earlier.
yeah, but it is nice to.
I do have one like every day, just about.
Yeah, you have an
Like if it's
usually it's wine with
or
dinner.
beer. I always do have like one because I like to take advantage.
Right. Well, and the pilgrim meals. Well, and at home you barely ever drink, right? Like
Exactly.
maybe once a month.
Exactly.
Maybe. Well, I mean never because it's illegal. But
Unless it's football.
What was I saying? Oh, but with the pilgrims dinners at night at a lot of these albergues, they have like they have a starter, the main course, and then dessert, and then usually wine or water, and we always get wine. So, every night we usually have some wine or something, but, I mean, why not, right? And the wine is so cheap in the grocery store.
Why not?
Because why not?
That was so funny.
It was. Okay.
Oh, you're going too far, right?
Not there.
Okay.
Cheers to a trail where it won't be snowing when you finish, right? Don't jinx us. There's a chance. We got our first snow of the season yesterday. Yeah, I've been seeing folks finish the PCT and like pretty sketchy stuff, and I know even the CDT up there, it's bad. Ellen says it's blizzarding in North Dakota right now. Flashbacks to finishing the CDT. Yes, like I've been seeing in these areas and in the groups them posting things about, it started snowing here, it started snowing there, and I'm just like, so glad that I'm not stressing over that right now. Like that's a wonderful, wonderful feeling. And I know Montana is really glad.
Yeah, I'm glad it's not
that you're not having to stress over that.
Yeah.
Will you pull that a little bit more? I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah. Maybe that helps.
Had it.
Maybe not.
It doesn't help.
Be not.
It doesn't help when I.
Yeah, when your face isn't it. You're fine. Montana. Do they have biscuits and gravy?
Look, they can't see my death glare.
Montana, she's being ugly to me, y'all. They don't have. Okay, I won't say they don't have biscuits and gravy.
Not that we've seen.
We haven't seen any biscuits and gravy.
We haven't asked, but we haven't seen.
No, we
any.
haven't asked, but no, I haven't seen a single biscuit.
My little hand.
Yeah. Hola, holla.
Holla.
Hey, from Arkansas, how does the wine compare? It depends. I mean, some.
There's been really good wine.
There has been some really good, and there's been some that's like.
Well,
But we
it's
drink
not
it anyway.
awful,
Yeah,
but
we drink it anyway.
yeah.
But yeah, it just depends.
Oh yeah, don't let wine go to waste.
No bourbon chugging like perk. I actually I had some Jack Daniels last night actually, because, well, I probably wouldn't have, but we were walking around to the different places trying to scout out their Wi-Fi, but we didn't want to go in there and ask for their Wi-Fi password if we hadn't bought anything. So it was like, okay, well, we'll have a drink here. Montana's stomach wasn't feeling very well, so she decided not to drink. So I sat and drank some Jack by myself. Well, she was there, but anyway, and then they ended up not even having Wi-Fi, so that one was just kind of a waste, but it was still good.
But we talked to a man.
We did, y'all. We
full
had a conversation.
Be proud.
With this man in Spanish. He didn't speak any English. Like, he didn't even say thank you or anything.
No, he didn't.
But I was just feeling brave, probably because of the strong pour. And he said, I pulled up on my phone and asked, where are you from? Like, I read it on my phone and then asked him, where are you from? Or, no, are you from here? And he said, sí. And then he asked where we were from, and we said the United States, Estados Unidos. And then he asked, or I told him we were Peregrinas. And anyway, we just sat there and kind of conversed. Very brief, simplified conversation, but still, we just sat there and like communicated, and it was great. So I think we're both feeling a little more brave. Do you like sleeping in the albergues or prefer having a tent?
Albergue.
Probably. Well, it depends. Okay, so I prefer not hearing like people and their
obnoxious.
Yeah, there's
obnoxious noises.
Yeah, obnoxious noises.
Okay,
from
obnoxious,
the bathroom.
Unnecessary noises.
Yes.
There
so
you go.
like I understand people.
That covers
poop. I
everything.
understand people poop sometimes, and I understand that like sometimes people have to clear their throats. But there are some people that just it's like
let it rip.
Yeah, let it rip.
No shame.
Like no shame. Or just like even gargling when they brush their teeth and they're just super obnoxious. But I mean. And it sounds like who cares, but when it's night after morning after night, and you're just like, I just want to go in there and brush my teeth.
I was fine the first week.
Think that the person beside me is dying from like, because they're gonna vomit to death while they're brushing their teeth, because that's what it sounds like or something. Yeah, the first week or two you kind of brush it off. I probably had less patience than Montana did, but it's just after a while it's like, sometimes I want to go to the bathroom and pee and not hear somebody like having diarrhea next to me. I mean, it's just it can wear on you a little bit. So I think the trick is if you're able to, like we're doing in the bigger cities, every now and then have a private room and regain your mental patience with people, that it would help.
I was just making sure it was up high enough.
Yeah,
just in
that
case.
It helps.
Sorry.
So anyhow, but I do love having a bed. I do love having a place that has breakfast right there. I do enjoy being able to brush my teeth with water that I did not filter myself. Being able to get dressed in a warm place. So when I climb out of my sleeping bag in the morning, it's not so hard to get up early because it's warm in there. And even if I'm putting on damp clothes that I've washed that didn't dry completely overnight, then it's not, I don't know, it's not as uncomfortable.
It's not freezing.
So there are pros and cons to both, right? And I certainly wouldn't want to do just this type of hiking or this pilgrimage all the time and not have some solitude. But I think, this is more about exploring a culture. So like I said, there are pros and cons. But I do miss my tent at sometimes. And also I miss watching the sunrise while I'm drinking coffee. So out here I'd have to get up, leave the albergue and start walking in the dark, which we've only done one time, and actually seen the sunrise. But on a backpacking trip, I would wake up, go set up a time lapse, and sit in my sleeping bag, make some coffee, watch the sunrise, enjoy it. And also, I miss hiking in the golden hour because I usually don't set up my tent really before the sun sets. It's usually after the sun sets. So I miss that hour before sunset of where everything just looks so beautiful. And that's probably what I miss the most out here, is that part of it. But thanks. Imagine that when you treat 20-year-olds like grown-ups, they react like grown-ups. Who would have thought? Isn't that crazy? Yeah. No, he's not being sarcastic. He's being serious. He's just saying, like, when you let people do, like, the adults. Well, my thing is you're either an adult or not, right? So either you're an adult and you can go fight for your country, or you're not an adult and, like, vote, all of it. I just, like, we need to figure out this is the age where we consider our society.
If I'm able to vote, I'm going to need to have a drink afterwards.
Right. Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
No, that's actually really funny. That's great. Okay. Have you heard about the new PCT permit regulation in regards to the Sierras? Hikers are now required to do a continuous path through the Sierras. If anyone flips, they have to get a new permit. Yeah.
Flips?
Okay, well, flipping is when where people hike up to a certain point, say if you're going to be northbound, then you normally go from the southernmost point, Mexico, all the way to Canada in a straight line.
Correct.
But some people will skip a section because, oh my gosh, there's a lot of snow. So they go up north somewhere and then hike and then come back. But I guess because so many people skipped with this high snow year and then went back to the Sierra. But the thing is, I feel like a lot of people don't go back and fill it in anyway. So I see why they did it in a way, but I think that there will be some people who maybe should have actually skipped, and they will go in and be stubborn because they don't want to get another permit, and they, it could certainly put them in danger. But I mean, there's still a way to do it. You just have to get an extra permit. So it's not like they're telling you, oh, your permit is, null and void, and you're not a thru hiker or whatever. It's still. But I do think it's interesting that they encourage people to flip-flop to decrease, traffic in certain areas. But now they're like, never mind, we want to force you to go north. So, I mean, honestly, I have a lot of questions about how in the world do they pick a magical number of how many people can leave Campo on a given day anyway. And if you can take several zeros, then you could get a permit date for March, hike into Campo, take a month off, and then actually start in April if that's when you wanted to start. I mean, if you live close by, or if you didn't have to be back to work for a while. So there are ways around everything, but I get what they're trying to accomplish in a way. But, like I said, what's the science behind 50 permits per day going northbound? Did they study everything ecologically and see that there was actually some magic behind that number? Is that a number they threw out? And so, of course, I have doubts about the way they come up with this magical stuff anyway, but I guess I understand what they're trying to do. So, do I think that this could mean that people might get hurt? Potentially. But yeah. Thank you, man. Okay.
I didn't know if you were waiting.
Nice that your Spanish improves. Yeah, it's still probably not great, but... Well, and we mentioned this before, but sometimes we'll say words like, I heard you go up there and you said rattler. And you said, like, radler or whatever, right? Like,
Radler.
And then they still, like... Yeah, and they still make you say it 3 times.
And then I think the dude beside me was like limon, and I was like, okay, lemon.
But it's still rattler. Yeah.
It literally says rattler, guys.
So sometimes there are...
I was getting so frustrated too.
Yeah, I heard it in your voice.
I know. I was like, that's what they like.
All
that's
those
what every
creature
bartender has been saying.
I know.
Anyways,
all those creature comforts, don't go soft on us. No, I'm not. I'm not. I've even started boycotting the washing my clothes every day thing. I just can't do it. Do you find the day-to-day walks between towns easier knowing that you aren't pitching camp each night? Yeah, but it's harder because there are more distraction points.
We want to stop at every
bar, even if we don't get anything, like just to sit there and like in the shade, or even if we just get like a coffee or.
I had to force myself to get a Coke yesterday.
But things are cheap here; they really are. So this morning we got one whole sandwich, and then like
Another
kind of a
whole
half
sandwich.
Well, it was kind of like a half. I think those were cut in quarters, kind of, weren't they? Anyway, at least 1.5 sandwiches, 2 coffees. Was that it?
Yeah.
Oh no, and the potatoes. It was
for like
€5 to €6. It was in between. It was like 5 and some cents. So, I mean, that's crazy. Like, you couldn't get a sandwich and a half and 2 coffees with milk for whatever even that is in US dollars, probably. So, I mean, I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was a pretty good deal.
It'd be like 10.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, but Daryl, it is nice knowing that we have a bed to go to. It is nice knowing that, yeah. But it's also, see, there's the pro and con thing again, because it's nice, and I've said that several times, how it's nice to be able to just go, I'm done now, and pitch a tent. Because out here you have to go, okay, do we want to go 6 miles today, or do we want to go 14 miles today? Or, do we want to go 9 miles or 17? And, sometimes the sweet spot is maybe 13, but you can't go 13 unless you stop at, if there's some place that you could call a taxi and let them know exactly where you were and they pick you up, but then you got to spend the money to do all that. No, we're not doing all that. So normally we just push on to the higher mileage thing. Honestly.
Even if I get finished at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, we did get finished at like 7:30 one night. Yeah, I loved that though.
Nice.
Is the trail generally crowded? Are there times when you and Montana are hiking alone, or you're usually around others? No, we
To start
definitely
off with, it's definitely a bunch of people like coming and going.
Yes. Passing us all the time. But in the Meseta, I think I'm saying that right.
I was going to say the Meseta.
Yeah, Meseta, whatever. Again, the pronunciation thing. They're in the area that we've been in, but it just ended.
It's definitely less.
There have been less people. So that's the plains area, and for some people they're like, oh, it's boring. And I mean, certainly it's not as gorgeous as some of the other areas or whatever, but it's I don't know, when I go somewhere I want to see all of it, and I came out here to do this, so I want to do all of it, because technically all you have to do to get your certificate of Compostela or certificate of welcome, whether you're doing it for cultural or spiritual or whatever reasons, to get your certificate saying you did the Camino de Santiago. On the Camino Francis, you only have to hike the last 100 kilometers, so that's 62 miles or so, or if you're biking, the last 200 kilometers. So there are a lot of people who skip around, taxi ahead if they don't feel well or their feet are hurting, or they have heard that a certain section isn't pretty up until that last 100 kilometers. So I won't say most people, but a lot of people skip this section, especially if they feel like they're running short on time. So out here it's been nice because there hasn't been toilet paper all over the path. There has been so much toilet paper prior to this part of the pilgrimage. So that's kind of been nice. And there haven't been as many people for sure. But there are certain areas where, like the other day we were walking and we saw people a decent amount. But I don't know. It just depends day by day, But no, there are certainly times where we're alone. And we hike later than everyone else. A lot of folks stop by like 1, and we're still going. So until at least 3 to 7. Somewhere in between there.
I would say like 3 to 5.
Yeah. Lately it has been. Lately we've been doing better.
Because we only did 7 like a couple of days.
Yeah.
Because I was broke.
Because she was
broken.
Okay, let's see. Watched your second Camino video on YouTube this morning, and there was that lady at dinner who knew who you were already because of watching your channel. Is that becoming normal? Are you famous? No, I'm not famous. No, I mean, there haven't been a whole lot of people out here. What would you say?
I would say like 5.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say,
4 or 5.
Yeah, that have been
that are definitely like known.
It was funny though, because the last one was in...
I was about to say the other day.
What was that town that...
It was the halfway point.
Yeah, Sahagún. In Sahagún, we were leaving, which, by the way, that's where our favorite albergue has been. But we were leaving Sahagun, and this woman, I hear, Dixie? And she's across the way at a bar at
sitting eating a pastry.
Yeah, eating a pastry. Well, yeah, I guess it was a bakery. And and I haven't heard that in forever, because out here, when folks ask my name, I've been saying Jessica, just because folks don't really do the trail name thing out here. So anyway, she was super excited, and so we went and chatted with her, and we saw her a couple of days. But since we took the 0 today, she's probably ahead. But she was really sweet. Okay, let's see. But yeah, it's kind of cool, when I get to meet people who watch the channel, I get to thank them, for watching. Are you planning to sell empty knives soon? I would love to have one. Yes, I will be doing those when I get home. Probably announce them and start November. I'll give y'all a heads up. And last year I allowed y'all to sign up first for it, so I'll probably do that again, because y'all are my family, my
homies,
family, Petramily. Okay,
just stop.
But anyway, yeah, I will give y'all first dibs on them. So I'll post a post in Patreon letting y'all know that in the next 24 hours I'll be announcing this. That way folks have a chance to see it. Somebody got upset with me last year because they were like, I'm not downloading another app, but I think I had said sometime this weekend I'll post it. But they didn't even sell out for just patrons. But if you do have the app, it will notify you when I make a post, or if you have your email to where you receive notifications about getting emails, then Patreon should email you unless you have your email settings set to where you don't. But that's why I put out the warning first. Like, this weekend, I'm going to announce the knives, for sign up, because I do first come, first serve for the numbers. So, and Patrick has told me several times, like, I can do it through the website, and then you won't have to worry with the numbers anymore, or you won't have to worry with any of it. And I'm like, no, I think it's special when people get to pick numbers that are important to them. And yeah, it takes more time and effort on my end, and having to send a few emails to talk about things and transaction of money and all that. But to me, it is a special thing. So I don't know, I just like y'all to be able to pick that. So anyhow, but yes, we will be doing them in November. That way folks can buy them as Christmas presents. Radler is German. Yeah, somebody else told us that. It's good. Radler originally is a German word for cyclist. No need to worry too much about the Spanish pronunciation. Yeah, but they don't know. Like, we say Radler. If we say Radler, though, they act like they have no idea what we're talking about.
It's so sad.
It's like Radler.
I'm like, you literally.
And then it's like
Radler.
Radler. Yeah, they don't know. They don't know. Okay.
He also was on his phone while he was like making the coffee and everything, so I was like, if he knew.
Oh, maybe. Beer-wise, I would recommend Estrella de Galicia. Yeah, we've had that.
Yep.
Orla Virgin, if you haven't. That second one we haven't had.
That.
Yeah, we'll have to try that.
Had that. Yeah.
Glad to hear you're having company on the trail. Any new hiker friendships yet? Yeah, I mean, some people come and go, and then we take a 0, and then they're gone. But we've gotten, in the past week, we've kind of had a bubble around us, I would say. There was a guy, Ray, who's from the U.S. He lives in Miami. There was a guy named
Patrick is from.
He's from Germany, and he's actually gay. And he was showing us yesterday, like, pictures of boys and talking about how
the singers.
Yeah, I only downloaded this song because the guy was hot, but I mean, he's married.
His husband is a musician.
Yeah, and so
we've learned a lot.
Yeah, we've learned a lot about him. But and then there was a guy from Belgium who was actually talking to Patrick because he's not sure if he's gay or not. He's like 40, but I mean, I feel like by then, But anyway. Maybe that's TMI for some of y'all. But anyway, so they were talking about that. Then we met a girl from Germany who is an actress, but she does, I think it's more like theater. And then we met a guy from the U.S. who I think they're kind of a couple.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, there's something going on there. And see, we're getting all the trail gossip, right? But that guy apparently is walking the Camino because he he was dead, like on the hospital table, and they resuscitated him and brought him back. And so, kind of to celebrate his second chance at life, he's walking the Camino, which is crazy. He's from what, Minnesota?
Yeah.
Minnesota. And
Wait, was it Minnesota or Missouri?
Minnesota, because he said Big, and he had, and they had Menards where he was from. And so, who else was there that night? Oh yeah, there was a lady who was also from the U.S. She was, I don't remember where she was from though, and she has so far up to this point pretty much walked everything twice, because she's doing it some with her daughter and then doing it some with her husband in pieces, and then actually some alone too. So probably all in all, she'll end up with almost 3 times of doing it by the time she finishes. But
And we met that dude and his father.
Yeah,
Father
there's a guy and the father.
times.
Yeah, and the son's like skipping all around. He's just, I think he's out here to party and find girls, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, the son's having like, a good time. Good time.
But so those are the main people that we kind of hung out with and saw on and off, and the lady that hollered Dixie out, Melissa was her name. So yeah, there have been quite. Oh, and then we saw this one guy that was German, and he told us that his grandmother saw Hitler speak live, like went and saw Hitler.
Yeah.
I thought that was crazy, and he said that at that time, you know, she thought that he was great, and that that when he spoke, she got chills, like there was just so much emotion and whatever. But he's also said that he our people were still talking, so when he walked up to like start speaking, he just stood there for a while, like several minutes,
For like
waiting until the last person shut up before he spoke.
he said like 40 minutes or something.
Yeah, which I don't know if that's true.
I know.
I
when he
mean,
said that,
well,
I was like,
I guess anything could. I guess the whole thing could be fabricated, but still. Anyway, it was a great story.
Good story either way.
But and because I was kind of talking to them about, because Isabel told us that, you know, in like when she was raised, there was no be proud of your nationality, be proud of Germany. You know, it is like be humble about where you're from, because it's kind of taught, and that's what Patrick said, taught out of them to not be like, yes, I'm from Germany, you know, like in the U.S., but to be more humble about it, you know. And Isabel said that she didn't realize that people actually thought Germany was cool until she started traveling, and she'd be like, yeah, I'm just from Germany, and then people would be like, oh my gosh, that's cool, tell me more about it. So and we've had 2 other Germans more or less, you know, confirm that they felt the same about it. So
we've had a lot of German friends.
Yeah, we have. But anyway, so it's just talking to people is really cool. And Montana also asked one of them if Isabel, if you will go to jail
If you actually do get arrested.
Yeah,
for anything having to do with Hitler, like saying like, oh, what is it? Heil Hitler.
Yeah, Heil Hitler. Yeah, in a like if you went into
stuck your little hand up in the air.
If you went to what are they called? Like the squares?
Plazas.
Yeah, the plazas. And if you were to stand up and yell that, and Isabel said, yeah, you probably get arrested for, a few days, but you would, get in trouble for sure. So anyway, we're hearing about all sorts of things.
I've only seen a few swastikas out here on the trail.
Have you seen any?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't.
I took a picture of one because I was really surprised, and then I started seeing them, and I was like,
Montana, any chance you'll try a wilderness trail?
No. Y'all thought. Just kidding. I might. But I'm not going to do the full thing.
No, but
I might do like a little section.
What about the Pinhoti there near home? Where we're right close to home. We can go out for like a few days and then come home.
Okay.
Thank you for asking me. Oh, I'm so excited.
I'll get you back, Ellen. It's fine.
We're the web fam. Yeah. I think we need to see a before and after pic of Patrick's hands making the knives. Yes. Seriously, though. I think one of the Camino YouTube videos should be a Montana takeover. Oh, God. Y'all, she has a couple of
Y'all would not be prepared.
No, you wouldn't. But people would unsubscribe.
I know, but then you would get like 200,000 more subscribers.
She'd offend everybody.
You'd hit 1 million by the end of the day.
I mean, maybe. Toilet paper all over the path. Don't want to know why. Just horrible. Just people peeing. Mainly women peeing and wiping, and then they just drop it because it's like, oh, it'll dissolve. Now we have seen a couple piles of doo doo though. Ain't gonna lie. And we even saw a sock with doo doo on it.
Yeah, that was like in the first.
That was disturbing.
What was that, like 2 weeks in?
Yeah, that was bad. But they think, oh, it'll, I mean, eventually it does break down. But I even saw like feminine products and stuff.
Oh yeah,
it's unacceptable.
I'm surprised I've not seen any tampons.
I saw a panty liner.
Yeah.
That would be great. Your takeover. You guys are getting culturally enlightened. We are. We can all witness what Montana. Oh, yes, y'all can witness. Montana did agree to go on a wilderness path. Thank y'all.
Yeah.
No turning back now, Montana.
Yeah.
Ellen says, yeah, that a girl, you could handle the wilderness for a few days. You don't have to do a thru-hike. Exactly.
Thank you, yeah.
That's where it starts.
2 days.
That's where it starts. Fine, two nights, though. Just one overnight, 2 nights. I mean, if we need to do,
where I was going with it.
I know, that's why I specified. If we need to do just one overnight, it's fine. But it's almost not worth it to pack everything up and then drive that far. So we'll just do 2 nights, 3 days. That way, the first night you're like, okay, I only have to do this for one night, and then I get to go home. It'd be great.
Okay. I'm down.
Okay, good.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
No more
No, not
plans.
y'all, but Montana and I say that.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Montana has this thing where she says, okay, bye. And I don't do it right.
No, she doesn't say it quick enough.
Okay, bye. Is that better?
I don't even know what that was. That was like okay bye.
Okay, bye. Okay, bye. Okay, bye. And so I always just say to her, okay, bye. How do you do it?
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Y'all practice
Oh,
that.
wow.
See if
You got
get
a little bit
I
better.
did.
I'm proud.
All right. Let's see. Montana will have the next ATFKT. That's fastest known time.
Oh, there you go. I was like, AT what?
This, but must be grizzly area. Yes, we can go hiking in Glacier. I mean,
I'm
Glacier
so down for
or Yellowstone. Would you go see?
I'm so down for that.
Stop. Anyway, you are soon in Galicia. Please try the pulpo. It is so delicious. Oh, sorry for the digression from hiking. Oh, don't be sorry. That's all. That is all part of
The experience.
Yeah,
The journey.
exactly. If you're apologizing for taking the topic off, no, this is the whole experience. I mean, we're talking about the food. That's not exactly hiking. I mean, it's what fuels the hiking, but yeah. Oh, and for those of y'all who don't know the Radler, you're not familiar with it. It's like beer with lemon in it, but it's not too sweet. I'm not a fan of ciders, so if you don't like ciders, you still might like this because it's kind of sweet, but it's not like disgustingly sweet. And I could actually drink 2 of these and not want to just yak, or feel like I'm. I don't know.
Like the strawberries make me sick and all.
Yeah.
But like this actually is like a stronger beer tasting in the back.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, I guess they're all a little bit different.
Well, I'm glad we're not looping and having craziness this time. What else has been different about this? Or that... What is there anything else that's happened since we talked to them last that's was interesting or was like, oh god, that happened?
We got some really good wings last night.
We already told them about that.
Oh, did we?
Yeah. Oh, I did. No, you were here.
Oh,
Yeah, because I was talking about the food.
I think I was kind of in and out. I'm like zoning out. So.
My favorite Rattler to get in the States. They have it.
They have Radler?
Oh, yes.
I Googled it and it was like, where can I get Radler in the States? And I was like, that's a frequent question.
Yes. Are you planning to try more trails around Europe or outside the USA? Yes. Actually, the next one will be the TA in New Zealand. Aroa. That one. The one in New Zealand will take a while. So that'll be next fall because their seasons are apparently reversed. So, but yeah, you just told us a very exciting thing about them having Radler. Video switch to a Kroger ad. Boo. What? There shouldn't be ads in the middle of the videos. I have told them I don't want that. That's weird that happened. Are you back now?
Wait, on this?
Yeah, that's how you said it. The video switched to a... How long is the TA? Okay, the TA is, I believe, about 1,800 miles, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I missed this, but did you get to the wine fountain yet? Yes, we did. Actually, that's the next update that I'm writing for y'all.
That's why I'm leaving.
Is is when we go to the wine fountain. So it was oh, what's the name of the town, Montana? Estella, right after Estella. Oh, okay. So no ads for several people. I wonder why that happened. How's the TA elevation change? I don't know, honestly. Like
She hasn't done her research entirely
yeah,
yet.
I never do until
She does that like 3 days before the trip.
Well, with this one, I don't really have much planned before that. It's just been lately like boom, boom, boom. But yeah, even with the CDT, I didn't really research that much. But
come back next Q&A.
Is anyone wanting, or is anyone going with you on the TA? Marty wants to go with me, and well, Marty says he is going, but he is a musician who is about to quit his job, his full-time job, and he is working on a record right now. So he's, I guess, in a way, it would be bad for him to leave after the record, but if he can go ahead and get done with it, then it wouldn't be so bad. So anyway, he says he's going. So, okay, let's see. What's up with the bird guy? The bird guy? The bird guy. I don't know what you mean, the bird guy. RJ. What you mean by the bird guy? Oh, in the video. Oh, the video that the bird that flew and almost got hit by the car. Is that what you're talking about? And if that's what you're talking about, I don't know.
That was his pet.
That's like his.
That was his legit.
Friend.
Like the bird was flying around. We were trying to eat. We were eating pizza.
And this woman made a joke, and she was like, "F having a lab" or something like that. Like forget having a dog or whatever.
Yeah. And then like
a dog won't do, just get a bird.
He came swooping down, almost got hit by the car, and then he went into the hotel room. He legit just flew into the hotel room with the dude. So.
Or was it like an apartment? I wonder if he lives there, or if it was a.
It looked like a hotel room.
Yeah,
when he
did.
went inside, I like tried to scope it out, but I don't know.
TA is 1,900 miles. Are dogs fighting outside?
No.
I know Radler is a shandy. Lisa didn't see an ad. That would be awesome if Marty could join you on the TA. Yeah, he's been walking at night and stuff. Not necessarily for that to be more fit in general, but he might be in better shape than I am by the time it happens. The bird that almost got hit by the car. Yeah. So, that was crazy. So I don't know if y'all saw that or not from this video that came out on Wednesday, but it was just, I don't even know what kind of bird it was exactly.
We knew that it was somebody's bird because it had the little
like band on
ring,
it.
the ring around its leg, foot, leg, whatever, ankle. Did it have ankles? I don't know, whatever, the end.
Right above its.
Yeah, what do you call it? A foot? A paw?
Claw.
A claw?
A falcon or a hawk. Yeah, that's what. We're not sure, but that was crazy. Let's see. I have been watching videos of the TA. The first 90 miles are all beach. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't watch too much, and I don't research too much. I just like.
She just likes to do it.
I like to jump in because then it's not like I already know everything and exactly what's going to happen. It's like I discover it all, you know. Did you just wave goodbye to me? Were you just like...
It was, okay, bye.
Exactly.
I like how you caught it.
Yes, I did.
Oh, yeah, that's something else you can tell them.
What?
How your life has been going on the trail with me.
It's been great. You've been ugly to me.
I've been nice. I've been much nicer.
I
Okay,
did
a
snap
little
at Montana last
sarcasm.
night, though, y'all.
Yeah,
I
but
did.
it's okay because I've snapped
That's okay.
too.
She forgave me, though. Let's see. If you don't quit, do pilgrims usually have different gear from through hikers? Some, yes. Like, I have seen some men hiking in blue jeans. Oh, yeah, we had our other 2 German friends for a while. They only did a
Well,
portion
yeah,
of
but
it,
they
though.
left us.
I've seen people doing it in blue jeans. I would not recommend miles and miles in blue jeans unless you want some good old chafing. Plus, I feel like they get baggy and just be uncomfortable, but to each his or her own. So, I've seen it. I've also seen people do it with just like regular backpacks. For €5 per day, you can have your stuff forwarded, so you can take like a day pack and then have as big of a bag. Well, I'm sure they have some limit on it, but to forward ahead.
Oh,
I've
yeah,
seen
there
people
is a
with
limit.
huge like Gregory packs. I've seen people with like pretty small packs that I think that they carry all of their own stuff, but it's just they don't carry much. If you're not a cold sleeper, you can get by with a sleeping bag liner. And there have only been maybe I would say less than 10 nights that I've felt like I would have been pretty cold if I didn't have a liner.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that we brought our sleeping bag. Like I'm very glad that we've got, and they're 30-degree bags, but I think you could even go warmer. But you could get by with sleeping bag liner. If you don't mind using the blankets at the albergues, not all of them have the blankets, so you might end up a little colder than you want to one night. But the blankets, they don't generally wash, I'm sure. So the sheets and stuff, yes, if there's a sheet, but the blankets, just like in a hotel, they're not going to get washed. And that's just, I don't want it on me. So I guess I worry about bed bugs. We're still bed bug free so far.
Oh, yeah, you can talk about how
But some people have gotten bed bugs.
Yeah, this one dude, one of our German friends said that he laid. Oh, did you? Or is that what you were talking about?
No, go ahead.
He told us yesterday. Was it yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah, yesterday. He got to an albergue and had to walk 12 more kilometers. Was it 12 more kilometers?
I think so.
To a different town because he got in there, he paid, he sprayed down all of his stuff just because he said he
seemed gross.
Yeah, he like walked in and just had the feeling, and we didn't know you could even get the spray.
I didn't know there was spray for bed bugs.
For bed bugs, but
I just didn't know. But anyway.
Yeah, but anyways,
he's got some kind of spray that he says for bed bugs.
He sprayed it down, and then he said he saw a few bed bugs
falling from the bunk above because he sprayed up there too.
From the bunk above, dropped onto his stuff, and we're still alive.
Yeah.
So
he left.
But. So yeah, he left, walked 12 more kilometers.
Which, even if we got bed bugs, from what I understand, just washing everything and drying it, but having the down sleeping bags, it just seems like it'd be a pain. We'd have to just do it with water. And
I just don't want to deal with the bites.
I just don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with the bites. You know, I don't want to deal with having to wash and dry every single thing. Like, I just don't.
I've only seen a couple of people have spots on
but
their
there
legs.
have been people who've had bed bugs for sure out here. So
yeah, just be very careful.
Yeah.
Gut hook.
Do pilgrims usually have? So yeah, they do. I just feel like most of the time it's less gear.
That's off topic.
Yeah, I just feel like most of the time it's less gear and maybe some things that you wouldn't carry on a regular backpacking trip. There was a man, one of our German friends was hiking in just flip-flops because his shoes were hurting his feet. So I just think that it's very forgiving, and so people kind of do quirkier things than maybe they would on another trail.
And you can tell like the backpackers out here like who they are because they have like come up to me and asked me
like oh, is that a waterproof pack?
Oh, what kind of pack is that?
Yeah.
And they're like so excited. It's so funny because I look at Jessica every time.
Yeah, she's like, wait, what kind of pack do I have? She doesn't even know, y'all. She doesn't even know.
No, I don't. I don't. I just like to hike.
Greetings from Virginia, and wonderful that y'all are rocking it. Thank you, Joe.
Somewhat.
So glad you're broadening your vision. Have you heard of other hikes in the EU that you didn't know about but want to try? Nobody. I mean, there have been a few suggestions, but nothing that somebody has just harped on so much that it's like stuck, you know. But there have been a few suggestions that I cannot tell you the name of right now, honestly. Hi, Meal Sisters. Wander Sisters, just popping in to say, hola, gotta get ready for work. Have a great Q&A, everyone. Darn job messing with my Dixie Montana time. Oh, well, I hope you have a good day at work. And thanks for stopping in to say hey. Signing off now, ladies. Until next time. Bye. To kill bed bugs, generally you need to wash and dry your things very hot. Yeah, exactly. So doing that with things like a sleeping bag could be really exactly. How does a sleeping bag liner protect you from bed bugs on your face and hands? I would say that it doesn't. I would say that it doesn't anyway. I mean, they say that silk helps, but I mean, to me, if you're tossing and turning and they get in the opening, like they could get in there. I mean, I would think that you're not safe from them, but maybe I'm.
If you find an answer, Joe,
maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, if somebody else knows, then feel free to chime in. But I don't know though. Yeah, and honestly, there have been very few nights where I'm completely bundled up in my sleeping bag, or that I would be in a liner either, because I've been hanging my leg out and stuff like that, just to get some air. So yeah, that's what I thought. I hike with a sleeping bag liner, but worry about it. Yeah.
Would you like another coffee?
I'm okay right now. Are you? Yeah, go for it.
I did not sleep well.
Let's see. Is the spray permethrin? I asked him that, but I assumed maybe it would have been a different word, you know, in German. I don't know. I asked him if it was permethrin, and he said, what? And I said, permethrin, like, was the ingredient that kills them permethrin, and he said it was also for ticks. So it sounded like permethrin to me, honestly, but I have not heard of permethrin also being for bed bugs, and he also said he said it was for ticks, bed bugs, and lice. So I'm not sure. I'm not saying it's not that, but that's what I asked him. But I don't know. The Kungsleden, I probably said that completely the wrong way. And Sweden is incredible. I highly recommend it. Thank you. Yeah. I think I'm good right now, but if you want something, get it. Let's see. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Hi, ladies. Sorry I'm late, and sorry if this has already been asked, but curious how much you have left. Keep up all the good work. All the best. So we are about 280 in. So I think to Santiago, we have about 200 miles or so. It's close to 500 miles there. And then, so it might be like a tad bit more. And then from there, we're going to the sea. And I believe that's an additional 50 miles. So I would say about 250 miles is what we're looking at left. So over halfway, for sure, even with the included to the sea. So we're getting there. Let's see. There were some questions. I'm trying to think from the folks who couldn't be here. I know Montana has them screenshot on her phone. I know that one of them was what food have we found that we really like here. And for me, if I see spaghetti, that's always good. Tuna empanadas have been really good. Mixed salads. I like mixed greens the best. I'm not a fan of iceberg just because I feel like I'm not really getting any nutritional content from it. But there has been some iceberg. And I think a bunch of glasses just got broken. But I would have never thought to put tuna on a salad. I mean, I know that you call tuna salad sandwich, like with mayo, but like tuna on a salad. But it was really good. And the asparagus, they've got like that white asparagus here. That's been good. And one thing that I haven't really got tired of yet is tortilla. And that's usually available in the mornings or in the afternoon when the kitchens are closed and there's really nothing else. And that looks like quiche. Paella has been really good. It's like a rice dish that usually has some seafood in it. But there have been several things here. The food here that we've experienced anyway has been a lot of the same stuff and kind of basic, except for like the pinchos, just things that they serve at at the bar. Like I've tried a thing that was a sardine that was pretty good. They had snails, but Montana wasn't up for trying the snails, so I didn't either. I will if I see them again. But so yeah, just trying some different things that a lot of times I don't know the name of, and I ask them, and sometimes I can make out what they say, and then sometimes I have no idea, and you know I know I'm probably not gonna get it, so I'm just like, oh, okay, cool. But yeah, they've had some good stuff, but a lot of the pilgrim meals have been the same thing over and over and over, and so I kind of like to branch out if we can and try some different things.
Because we got coffee. Because he asked me if I wanted water.
Oh, did he? It might be if you get anything.
No, yeah, I don't know.
Because like
guys, so
no, okay.
That's
let's see. Thanks 16 Montana for wonderful pics and updates so far. Enjoying your adventures immensely so far. Gotta go. I'll check out Q&A replay later. Wanderlust Nation. Are you guys somewhat keeping to your schedule so you'll be able to do some exploring once you're finished? Yes, we're hoping that we'll be done by Halloween. But are we talking about Ocean done, or are we talking about Santiago done?
I think Santiago done.
Yeah.
Because I kind of want to hang out some in Feast
yeah.
or whatever.
But then we have Italy also.
Yeah, I know.
So we need to be like Fister done by. You know what I mean? Like if we want
at least by like.
Yeah. We are kind of keeping that in mind, but yes.
Thank you for helping us think about that.
Yes, because we definitely want to get to Italy and see some of that. So we've been calculating, and right now we're pretty good as long as we're doing over.
There's some cheap Airbnb.
I would say 10 to 12 miles per day. We're good to finish in Santiago on Halloween.
Yes.
But you have to keep in mind that traveling from place to place is going to take up days also.
I know.
We are enjoying learning about this trail. My daughter has now decided that she will be doing this hike. Then she wants to take a train around Europe. Thanks for sharing your journey. Awesome! That's really cool. That's awesome. I'm glad that she's going to do that. Any interest in the Great Trail or the Bruce in Canada? I don't even know much about them, so as of now, no. But that's the thing, you know. People suggest something, and when somebody says something enough, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna check that out because it just finally sticks in your brain. So I'm really open for anything. But I know for the next year what I'm doing, and the TA is on that list. I might end up this summer sometime doing the Pinhoti Trail. I talked about the Florida Trail in the spring, but those are kind of still up in the air. But I know for sure that I'm not going outside of the U.S. until the fall. So, yay! Oh my God, yes, I miss Spanish tortillas so much. The one you showed in your last video looks so yummy. Eat an extra one for me. I will, Hannah. Yes,
she's eaten a bunch.
I've eaten so much tortilla, and it's just
almost tortilla'd out.
Getting close. It's like I'm getting to be a tortilla snob now. So if it's like too dry, I'm like them and their dry tortilla, you know. But I like it when it's not mushy and runny and gross.
Our favorite place that we stayed at in Sahagún was so good.
It was. They had
that
great
was
tortilla.
My favorite.
She had a great dinner too.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a different dinner. She did chicken and shrimp and these like stewed potatoes, I guess you would say,
with mayonnaise.
It was really good.
Doesn't sound good.
A lot of seasoning.
Looked good.
It was
so good.
We thought the chicken was octopus at first, and I was excited because I wanted Montana to try octopus, and I knew that she would try it if that's all there was for dinner.
The German dude goes, "Is that octopus? I'm not eating that."
Yeah, he was like,
I don't like that. And his eyes were so big, and he was like, "I will have something else."
I was about to be like, "I will eat that for you," because
I would not have eaten. I would have starved that.
You would have tried it.
I would have had a lot of.
She would have tried it. Is it legal to? But yes, we will have extra tortilla for you. Is it illegal to just toss down a tent or a
at a non-campground in Spain? I heard you can't do that in Germany. Well, there are places that say you can't camp there.
Yeah, but
there are signs where.
I think there's a general understanding that it's not desired. It's not desirable, that people don't want you doing that. However, we saw people camping in Nahara by the river, and
Or is it?
it's Nahara.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't
Anyway,
know.
well, actually, it's Nahara.
I thought I
Remember
heard
that
someone
lady
say
said-
it, call it Nahar. Oh, no, that was Navarre.
Oh yeah.
Maybe
yeah.
I'm thinking of that.
So anyway, this woman, or these guys, camped by the river, and they said that a police was riding around all night and never said anything to them. So, but I think, if a lot of people started doing that, then they'd probably not like it. I mean, I'm sure that they don't want it being like hobo status, just people setting up in towns and stuff like that. So, and then otherwise, you're walking through a lot of, like on a lot of dirt roads that go through farmland. So, I mean, if you laid down in a ditch one night, I'm not, nobody would probably know if you're in the middle of two towns, but I think that in general it's frowned upon. So,
Yeah.
let's see. Yeah, I see everyone's saying no. If you didn't want to vlog the extra sections after the Camino, an idea might be to just highlight reel. Yeah, we might. I think we'll keep it going though to the sea. But yeah, you're talking about like Italy or in Italy. Yeah, I don't know. I might get Aaron to put something together because I'm gonna record anyway. No camping on public ground is not allowed in Spain. Yeah, people do it, but it's not like accepted necessarily. Mark had a question about what footwear most pilgrims are wearing. A lot of the European Camino blogs he's read say that hiking boots are required. Yeah, we have seen a lot of boots.
So many boots. I've never seen that many.
And I will tell you right now, they ain't required because, I mean, it's just like hiking mainly it's dirt roads. There have been some places where you're off on a little trail, but most of the time it's on dirt roads, paved roads,
Right
a dirt
next
path,
to their
but
interstate.
yeah, right next to the road. So I mean, no,
It's not bad at all.
boots are definitely not required. But if folks prefer boots, then fine. I mean, I told Montana one day, I'm so glad that we know not to wear boots because I feel like it would just be so uncomfortable. I mean, especially on
A lot of people have complained about blisters and stuff.
But yeah, we see a lot of boots in because most albergues you have to put your shoes on like a little shelf thing before you go up to your room. They don't want boots in the room, and a lot of them don't say shoes; they say boots. So I think it is common that a lot of people wear boots. But there have been folks that are wearing sneakers, so and trail runners and things like that. So there have been a mixture, but a lot more boots than I've seen out on the Triple Crown trails. No wild camping in Spain. Mallorca on your visit list, Ringo wants to know. I don't know where that is, honestly. Where is that? You'll have to tell me. You pass through / near Basque Country, any local food that you remember? I mean, I've loved the ham on all of this, but I don't think that was exclusive to that area. Do you remember anything from the beginning that you really liked that we haven't seen since?
No.
Yeah, I can't recall anything specific there.
I don't think so.
But we were still so just shocked by everything that I think
We just kind of.
we just stumbled through that. Like now, I'm not afraid to ask somebody, "What is this?" Como se dice, and then I point to it. Like, how do you say this thing? Because that way, maybe next time I won't have to point. And so we didn't do much of that at the beginning because we were just like, we can just get pay for it and go sit down. Because sometimes, like today, oh gosh, so the package. Oh, that's something I didn't tell them about. So the package thing.
I didn't know if you wanted to have
Yeah.
a rundown of that yet or not.
Yeah. So.
Because you're still coming down from that.
The package was finally delivered to Belorado. Customs released it. And so I asked them, so now am I going to have to bus back to Belorado? Or is there a way, now that it's out of Correios, that I can get it forwarded to another Correios? And they're like, most of the time we'd say you have to bus back, but maybe we can figure something out. So they said that they'd send it oh, all you have to do is send us the information, the box number, your passport number, this and this, and we'll get it done. And I'm like, okay, cool. And I figure I'll have to pay to pick it up when I get to the town that they're sending it to. Oh no. They wanted me to go here in Leon to a Correos and tell them the deal so that I could pay for it there. But thankfully they gave me a number that I could call, so the woman who speaks English with the Correos that I've been communicating with could tell them on the phone. So we go in, and I'm just like, oh, this is going to be awkward. So we walk up, our number is called. You have to pull a number when you go to the post office. Our number is called. We go to the lady, and I just hand her my phone, and she looks at me like, why are you giving me your phone, and who are you wanting me to talk to? And I pointed at my phone and I said, Correos, you know, like I'm trying to tell her, like, it's y'all, it's you on the phone, y'all, your people on the phone
Would be
for this place.
Correos.
Well, I said, I
whatever.
think so I handed them the phone, or handed her the phone, and she looked real confused, but then, you know, the woman let her know what was going on. So I paid for that here, and I think we're done with the package debacle, but I won't believe that until we go pick it up. Part of me wanted to just bus back to Colorado because I'm like, it's there. I know it's there. I know it's going to be there. But so I'm just hoping that the people in the town where we're going to pick it up actually hold the package and don't send it home or something, because I had to pay, I think it was $50 to, well, €50, well, no, $50 anyway, to get it sent to Colorado. Then we paid 1940 euros to get it sent to the next town, and then I'm sure we're gonna have to pay taxes on it when we pick it up.
So pick it up.
Anyway,
And honestly,
so I will never have anything sent here again, ever.
It's not worth it.
No. And Montana's like, just tell them to send it home. We don't need it now. And I'm like, no.
We don't. Well, I mean, I want my shorts.
Okay, let's see.
And, I want my
it's an island.
An island in Spain.
Ed says, hi all. An island in the Mediterranean Sea belonging to Spain. Very mild climate. Ooh. New York is very beautiful and have a trail called... I have heard people talk about that, yeah. We don't have plans for that this trip, for sure. But come to Kentucky, do the the Sheltowee. I feel like I can't say. Yeah, Trace, good bourbon and music halls, bring Marty. Yes. What's in the package? Well, we'll never tell. I'm just kidding. I've forgotten now. We have insoles in there. We have shorts.
Camera. The phone case.
A phone case for my, I was going to show you, but we're doing this on my phone. My moment lens case broke, so I'm having trouble using the moment lens, and it's about totaled out. So there are things that I couldn't have ordered on Amazon, like certain brands from here, and got delivered to an Amazon locker, because that might be an option for people. They have bus stations that have Amazon lockers in other areas. That might be an option if you do want something sent. But the Amazon, like Spain Amazon, didn't have the stuff that I needed, so hence why we sent it from home. But Ringo Starr song, no, I don't do that no more. Wait, what?
There's something about Ringo.
Was something set up here?
No,
or is it in there, you're saying? I don't know. Are you sending anything back? Is there something in your backpack that you regret? The only thing that I have sent back so far has been
4-pound socks.
Has been my warm sleeping socks, because I haven't needed them with having the warmer sleeping bag. If I only had a liner, I would definitely keep those socks. But so I had some just thick smart wool socks, and I told Montana, I was like, I really think that I can feel my pack is lighter, and she thinks I'm ridiculous, but I really think I can tell my pack is lighter.
No, she's carrying all of this camera gear. Socks ain't gonna do it.
Totally can tell. They're like 3 or 4 ounces.
I don't know.
I can totally tell.
A bunch of y'all have told me to put rocks in her backpack. I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
I just don't know.
Okay. Start that
You know
war.
what? Ooh.
Start that war.
You're from Alabama.
Roll time roll.
Okay, you know what else we haven't talked about? What? All of the machines that they have in the bar. They each have a little lottery.
Oh, do they?
Whatever it is. Yeah.
They also have cigarette machines here, a lot.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, don't buy this if you're Under 18.
But like a 17-year-old's about to roll up in here because no one cares. If this was US,
I get it now. Mallorca on your visit list. Ringo wants to know. Okay, gotcha.
yeah. Someone said something about Ringo, and I was like, yeah.
Oh, Marty says Ziploc bags. Thank you, Marty. Marty remembers what's in there. Yes, I mean, I could have gotten the Ziploc bags on the Amazon here, I guess, but I'm not going to just order a box of them. But sometimes you want your Ziploc bags replaced, you know? You do. You said they were getting grody. I want my Ziploc bags.
You said yours were getting grody, and I said, yeah, mine's kind of leaking.
Yeah,
I said
exactly.
I could get rid of it.
So we want replacement Ziploc bags. They're great.
Sorry, that's not on my top list. Snappy.
Yo no hablo español.
That's supposed to be an inye, not an N.
Wow.
I'm just kidding. I don't think that's right, but
Espanol? Yeah.
Is it supposed to be an inye? I don't know. Whatever.
I think so.
My Spanish teacher taught me
Because
something.
Espanol.
Oh yeah, inye, whatever. It was a joke. Sorry, bad joke.
Montana's being ugly.
Sorry, bad crispy.
Have any of the albergues been unheated?
No.
I don't think any of them have been heated. They just shut. If you shut the.
Yeah, I was about to say.
You shut the windows. They like the body heat from all the folks in there and the lack of ventilation and circulation of air. And,
yeah, there's been quite a few times where I've had to like unzip my sleeping bag and like
hang a leg out.
Yeah. She still makes me get on the top bunk.
I do not. I have given you the bottom several times. I gave you the standalone bed.
I know.
That's something I can tell them. Y'all, the other night, we were in a bunk room. There was only three of us. There were only three of us. Myself and Montana and another girl who I don't know if she spoke English or not.
It was very little.
Yeah. So we didn't. I mean, she didn't really act like she wanted to try to communicate, which is fine. You know, some people, when they get to the albergues, they want quiet time or whatever. So, bless her heart for being in a room with us. But anyway, so there was the bunk. This woman was on the bottom bunk, and we were on the top. I was on the top bunk, and Montana was on the standalone bed. And I have my phone up there with me because I always upload videos while I'm sleeping if the Wi-Fi is like reaches, even if I get one video uploaded. So I had my phone beside me, and I guess I hit it to where it fell against the wall in the mattress, and there was enough space that it fell all the way, like down and under that girl's bed. And this is at like 3 a.m. So
it was rough.
It was bad. It was so loud. Did the noise wake you up when it hit?
I don't know. I just know I woke up to you with your little trek. She grabbed her trekking pole, and I just hear her
but at first I woke you up because I said, Montana, because I climbed down the ladder, and so that motion in itself is probably going to wake the person up in the bed below you. I climbed down, and I shake Montana, and I'm like, Montana,
on top.
Where's your cell phone? And she said, it's over there charging. So I went over, and I grabbed the phone off the charger, and I lit up the screen, and I look, and it's under the bed, but it's not, down by her feet, like it didn't bounce down by her feet. No, it bounced over by her head in the very back corner. So I'm like, holy. So I extend my trekking pole, and the more you try to be quiet, the louder it is. And so I extend the trekking pole as far as it'll go, and I'm trying to reach up under there.
I just hear it like knocking on the ground, and I was like, Jessica, let me get out of bed and get it for you.
But I'm I'm still
legit,
disoriented because I'm halfway asleep.
I broke my neck because I am not a morning person at all, and I was like, I'm just trying to sleep. Like I've already woken up 6 times, and I was just like, could you be any louder?
It was so bad. But I was afraid this woman was gonna wake up and flip out because I'm like reaching up my trekking pole up under her bed, near her pack and all of her stuff spread out next to the bed. She's gonna think I'm trying to rob her. So I'm like, click, click with the trekking pole, and it keeps hitting the ground, and it'll drag the phone a little bit, and then I miss again. But I was so still half asleep. So finally I said, forget it. And I put the trekking pole down, which I didn't even break it down. If you notice, the next day it was still laid out on the floor, all extended.
Was it? No, I didn't pay attention to that.
So I finally shimmy up under the bed, and I know that I have to be hitting the bottom of this girl's bed. Like, I had to be, you know? And so anyway, I finally grabbed my phone and then climbed back up in the bed. But I know she had to be awake wondering, what is this crazy person doing? I mean, I just don't see how she could have slept through all that. But anyway, that's the kind of stuff.
I would have flipped if I was her.
I know. Okay, what are we eating and drinking today? This is a Radler.
This is a
lemon
coffee.
beer, cafe con leche.
This is a little cracker biscuit
cookie.
They call them biscuits, cookies.
A good thing.
And some toothpicks.
Yep, that's what we got. Are the Ziploc bags lighter than a cheap dry bag? Yes. I would say yes, because they don't have like the click. The clasp thing is way more
heavier,
and they're like the big gallon Ziplocs. So yeah, I feel like definitely.
Don't you have some of those
dry bags?
Yeah.
Well, like we put our clothes in.
No. I thought I thought you had a smaller one that came in the mail.
I think those were folded up. They're what we're using now.
Well, I know they were folded up, but I thought that they were smaller ones.
Gotcha.
I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe
we have now. So they do
ways.
have smaller ones, and maybe the Cuban fiber ones I can't imagine, even with the clasp, they would be lighter than a Ziploc bag. But I mean, we mainly use them to organize. So like toiletries my toiletries repair kit. And all that stuff is in one big Ziploc, but I've got smaller Ziplocs that I kind of sort things out in.
My pills, my deodorant,
yeah,
all that.
And then in one little bag I have shampoo, conditioner, like the things that I use in the shower, so I can just take that. And then I've got another bag for electronics, and then one bag my journals in. So I don't know, and they get worn out. They'll get holes in them and stuff, but. A woman that I know just came from Mallorca, Spain. She smiled because I do not understand. Okay, the lyrics. I gotcha. Yeah, I don't know that I've ever even, ever tuned into that. I have to go. It has been my first Q&A, and it has been great. Thank you both so much, and Feliz Camino. Thank you. And I'm glad you got to hop on for the first time. That's awesome. I don't know. Do we have any first timers last time? I'm not sure, but thank you for being here.
Well, they didn't say
for the support and everything. And I hope you have a good, evening, afternoon, morning. But anyway, yeah, thanks for being here. I appreciate it, and we'll be doing another one hopefully before too long. So, but,
if my feet can keep going,
they will keep going. I told Montana I'll drag her, and she's like, no, I'm walking it. What were we talking about the other day? And I said something, and you were like, oh, I'm not quitting now. I can't even remember what it was. But what are you eating, and how much of it are you packing on trail? We eat, food. We might have gained a little weight. I don't know. But, we've been eating meals, so when we wake up, we either go ahead and have breakfast in the town that we're in, or we wait until a couple of miles. We'll have a little snack and then wait till a couple of miles until we pass through another town. So we pass through villages a lot. Some days we only pass through one. Some days three. But
breakfast
we depend.
Normally consists of
tortilla which is
and
like
cafe con
quiche
leche.
and cafe con leche, yeah. Or
then,
maybe a pastry and cafe con
I was
leche
about to
if
say,
they
and
don't
then
have
a pastry on other days.
or a muffin thing, if they don't have tortilla, because I like to get that protein.
Lunch would be an actual meal.
Yeah.
Typically.
It depends. Sometimes we go heavier at lunch, and sometimes we go heavier at dinner.
Yeah.
If we do a heavy lunch, then usually
we don't do a pilgrim menu for dinner.
The pilgrim meals are they stuff you. But so yeah, for a lunch.
Well, it's full portions for the primary and the first and second, whatever.
Course,
yeah.
It's each of those is a meal itself. But they're usually only 10 or 11 euro, including wine and or water. So by the time you get something else, and they do have, some places have kitchens, and markets where you can get some things. But it's just, to me, unless you're going to buy in bulk and then use it several times, with the two of us, that might help. But it's just to get all the condiments and things that you would want extra. It's almost like just not worth it, and it's worth it just to eat at a place because it's not really that expensive. Anyway, but so for lunch, we've had things like the other day I had soup. Montana likes spaghetti. We've both eaten a lot of spaghetti. But that's pretty much.
Another thing that we've noticed is like the other night I had spaghetti and I didn't realize it had tuna on it.
Yeah, they put tuna on a lot of things.
That's
the only thing that the tuna hasn't been my favorite on.
They don't like specify, like they don't have labels on everything. It'll just be like spaghetti, and then like you get it and it's like all types of stuff on your spaghetti that like I'm not used to. Which
what did you have?
Maybe.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
In the Zubiri, what was in the spaghetti that we were like, that's weird. We've never had that on spaghetti before. Remember?
I don't know, but it was really good.
Yeah, it was good. I hate that we can't remember that. But we were like, not sure how to feel about this, and then
I don't even remember
it was really good.
Very well.
It was at that cafe that we were sitting outside when the hawk flew.
Yeah.
But we were on the inside when we had the spaghetti, and it had whatever it was in it. That
I know.
Like,
egg. It was egg.
It did. It had boiled eggs.
Boiled eggs.
That's what it was. Yeah. So, or they'll have things set up like the pinchos, like I was talking about, just the little portions of things, like different things, and it doesn't always tell you what it is. Like you just have to just point and be like, I guess I want that because I don't know what it is. And then sometimes I've noticed too, you walk in a place and they just stare at you like, what do you want? And it's like, do you have a menu? But some places they just don't have menus out. It's I don't know, it's interesting. Okay. When you first said you were doing the Camino, food is the best food, yes. Okay, so anything on trail though, is that we pack out, it's like I've packed out some pistachios before, or
donuts,
muffins, donuts, like just little snacks.
We do donuts.
If we go a long stretch in between towns. And we've even done that for lunch some days, just have those snacks. Like, especially at the beginning, we did that.
She's had chips.
Yes.
She had the chips for like a week.
Chips,
a week. Because she kept forgetting about them, because we kept getting like other snacks, and she had olives.
Yeah, I've had a pack of olives before. I like
Weirdo.
They're good. Montana's feet are doing well. My ingrown toenail, one of them is, well, they're both there, but one of them is hurting, but it's not.
The top of my foot is still hurting.
Yeah, and what is that called again?
Extensor tendonitis.
Yeah, that's what she has in the top of the foot now. Maybe they'll stab the top of your foot.
Oh,
just
no.
let me do it. I got a needle.
Wow.
I wouldn't do that to you.
I know. I wouldn't like
When you first said you were doing the Camino, I thought you meant the El Camino Real in California, and you would end up walking through downtown Los Angeles. Oh. No.
One day.
Yeah, maybe one day. Do you have a cup of coffee before leaving in the morning?
Yes. She needs it.
If that is an option, yes. That helps me deal with those annoying. If I can go down and have coffee and then go back up and get ready, it helps me. I'm like, okay, somebody sounds like they're dying in the bathroom stall. It's okay. So I've had coffee. And like I said, it's not a big deal every now and then, but it's like every morning there's something going on. And some of the snoring, it has been very interesting. I'm the steady snoring isn't so much of a problem for me anymore. As long as it's steady, it doesn't really bother me. But when it's like all broken and crazy, it's just, but
when I hear it and I start laughing, and then I hear her down below me laughing, and I'm like, she knows. She knows what I'm laughing at.
We have laughed so much. But, I mean, everyone has their thing, right, that it would annoy somebody. Like, everybody gets annoyed by something, and everyone has a thing that will annoy people. So, but when you have so many people grouped together, you find a lot of new annoyances that people have. And I'm sure that somebody that I've been in the albergue with is super annoyed by, something. But me and Montana laughing at everything.
Or her videoing all of her food.
Or me videoing my food. But didn't you take a CPAP to you from snoring? Wait, what? Oh. Wait, are you saying didn't I don't snore. You take a CPAP. To keep you from snoring. No, I don't snore. And Montana doesn't snore either. That girl the other night, though, when I dropped the phone, she was snoring a little bit. But it was like light snoring. Yeah.
Is this okay to do?
Yeah.
Right?
No. Do you have any trouble on trail with your braces? I have them too, and it's a pain to keep them fresh even at home.
No.
They're probably just grody. No, not really. I brush my teeth.
She just got some new picks today to get in between.
I've only flossed like twice since we've been out here, so that's really bad. But I use a straw when I'm drinking coffee and wine to keep from them staining. And if I don't, then I try to rinse or brush when I can. I brush every morning before breakfast, and then if we're still at the albergue and I can brush after breakfast, I do that. But I swish with water a lot when I'm eating and stuff. And then at lunch, usually I should be brushing right after that. But then I brush as soon as we get to the albergue, and then a lot of times I brush before dinner and after dinner. So I'm brushing at least 3 times a day, for sure. So.
I just want to know how it works.
I called in a herd of elk with my snoring. Oh my god. Marty, what's that face for? What you and about? It was funny the way you were talking about the snoring, like it was you snoring. Oh. No. But it's an every night thing pretty much. Pretty much every night. Yeah. Mm-hmm. There have been a couple where it's been really quiet. Like the one where that man was hollering shut up at people in the morning. Mm-hmm. Have we talked to them since we found the cat? Oh yeah, we haven't talked to y'all since we saved the kitty. But yeah, that was crazy. But the albergue we stayed at that night after we saved the kitty, there was really no snoring that I remember. But the next morning there were these men. So there are the night people and then there are the day people. And the day people always want, go to bed early. Want folks to be quiet when they go to bed, right? But then they wake up in the morning and a lot of them will just like holler and talk as if nobody else is trying to sleep or whatever, like be super loud when they're packing stuff up. But when we've been early morning people, which has been like twice, we just take our stuff, if not everybody's awake yet, we take our stuff out of the room and pack up there, and we don't just like holler to each other. But there was that one particular place where these men, it wasn't just even normal talking, it was like yelling talking to each other.
It was, like I don't even understand how you could be...
And they were close together. It wasn't even like they were both in the bathroom.
Like how could you be so inconsiderate? Like the thing is, it was
like
so
6 a.m.
And there was like nobody awake.
Yeah.
There was them and maybe a few other people.
Yeah, most people were still
But
sleeping.
like when you look around and there were no lights on, nobody's stirring. I feel
they
like
were
you
just
should learn
yelling.
to whisper.
They were yelling. And so this man was like, "Shut up!" And he yelled it a couple times. Shut up! But I think everybody was like cheering for him silently.
I know. I was like, yes, get it. I mean, I would have done it, but like, I was like,
you didn't want to fight somebody that morning.
Yeah. I like don't have the energy in the morning, you know? Like I have to find the energy to be hateful in the morning.
It was so funny. Shut up. I was like, oh. But they just got a little quieter, but they were still very loud. But never snore. I don't ever snore. Oh, please. Oh, please. Please. Let's see who's got some video evidence. Okay. So we should bring earplugs if we do this trail. Yes, and
if you can stand
that's what I was gonna say. You have, I guess, you put in earplugs to shoot and stuff like that, but
what
to shoot guns you put on earplugs and stuff. But have you put in earplugs and tried to sleep? You would be okay with it, maybe, but
but like, see, it doesn't bother me.
Okay,
like the snoring doesn't bother me. The farting doesn't like I can still sleep over all of that.
Yeah,
I just can't sleep in a public place, like at schools. I can't. But like if other people are trying to sleep, I can't.
Yeah, I can usually
have no issue with that.
sleep through it, it's the going to sleep. So I've found for myself, if I put in my earbuds and listen to some music until I'm just about like nodding off, then cut it off, then I'm fine. Because by then I'm so tired that I don't care.
Exactly.
Or if I start doing some work or something like emails or whatever, then I start nodding off, then I can go to sleep. But if I just like lay there in silence and try to go to sleep and all the noise, it's harder because I'm focusing on it. But yeah, if earplugs don't bother you, but I can't stand the sound of like my own heartbeat, my own breathing, and I also don't like the idea of not being aware of everything that's going on around me and being able to, hear everything. I don't know. Maybe I'm just paranoid weirdo. I'm one of those people that don't even like sit with their back to the door of a business.
I don't see how earplugs help that much because even when I have like earplugs in, I can still hear the stuff.
I think it just like tones it down. Maybe I don't know. Maybe the lighter snoring it blocks out. People shuffling to go to the bathroom and stuff like that, you won't hear as much. But if that,
I guess maybe it helps you focus on your.
Yeah, maybe
so. That way, I don't know.
But I tried in a hostel on the AT one time to wear earplugs because I'd always heard, bring earplugs for the hostels, and the snoring was so loud it felt like it was vibrating my bed, and it did not help. It didn't even help. Period. That was some pretty bad snoring that night. So, but I just don't like it. I don't like the earplugs.
I'm with the shut up guy. I love that.
Loud farting is where the line is drawn. Oh, you would hate this then. It's so bad. Like nobody tries to hold it in.
They don't even say like excuse me.
Well, it's not even like a little beep or like oh, somebody sat up and a poop came out. It's like, oh, it like goes on like if it was an accident, you would
far like that go to the hospital.
If it was an accident, then you would kind of cut it off, right? Because it would be like a quick like bloop, and it would be like, I did that because I do that. Everybody does that. I mean, well, I haven't heard Montana poop this whole trip, but like everyone.
Did you not?
Poops. No, I haven't. But like I poop, I do, and it, a lot of if it's in a area like that, it's gonna be an accident. It's gonna be like, well, and then I'll be like, oh god, I did that. But
I like turn around to make sure you're not directly behind me. So like I'll like step to the side and I'll look behind and I'm like, okay, there's no one. So then they don't gotta like walk through it,
What, when I poop?
No, when I do. Oh. That's why I turn around and I look sometimes because I'm like, I don't want you to have to like walk through that and smell
it. That's so nice of you.
So considerate, right?
We did that thing where we would turn our booties off the trail on the AT and PCT and all that. We'd like turn to the side and I mean, it kind of helps, but
sorry to let y'all know that.
Anyway, so but this is like pushing hard to make it come out, kind of like a. Oh, Montana said there was somebody like straining next to her.
They were straining. I was messaging my other sister, I think. Yeah, I was messaging Rebecca, and I was just like texting her, and then I hear this dude. He's like, and I was like, "Is he okay?
Yeah.
Is he alright?" That was a few nights ago.
But I'll say that there are some universal things like laughing. Like it's funny when things happen. I mean, farting is universal too, but like I have gas. That's what a fart means. But like, and like the struggle of like straining, in every language is the same. But
I was about to call 911. What is it? 211?
112.
112.
But anyway, but some of the things that have been cool to see is like laughter is universal. There have been times where, when we were trying to do the translate, we didn't tell them about that either. Y'all, was that the first night or the pizza? Oh no, we did tell them about the pizza.
We did tell them about that.
But the pizza, and like that girl is laughing because we're like all sitting there trying to figure out Google Translate over the phone. And so, I don't know, it's just been cool to see like laughter and like cheerfulness, like a smile is universal, and I don't know. It's kind of cool. Okay. Projectile farting. Yes, they need to wipe. So nice of you, Montana.
Thanks. I know, I'm a good sister. Was that it?
Yeah, did I skip anything? I don't think I did.
Did you get that?
Oh, no, I'm sorry, Tim. Okay.
Yeah, I got you, Tim. I got your back.
What else besides food, cook, stove, fuel, and whatever else related to eating don't you need on a trail compared to a U.S. long trail? Okay. So I don't really carry food except maybe like one or two little snacks per day. No stove, no fuel. Yeah. No water filter. I only have one pair of socks to walk in, and I wash those every night. They dry very quickly in the morning, when I'm walking, if they're not dry yet. I sent home my sleeping socks. So normally I have 2 pair of hiking socks and 1 pair of sleeping socks. So I only have 1 pair of ankle socks, period. I do have 2 pair of underwear that I rotate out. I guess if you didn't sleep in any, you could wash them at night and put them on again in the morning if you wanted to. But I prefer to have 2. I'm trying to think about what else. No sleeping pad. I'm not carrying a sleeping pad. Not carrying a tent or poles or stakes. No food bag. I'm looking to you anything else, but I guess you wouldn't know what I would have.
Not very well.
And not as much, not a whole lot of water. Well, I might actually carry a little bit more water out here.
Really?
Because, yeah, I guess about a liter is all I don't know. It depends on how soon a town is coming up, but sometimes I don't feel like refilling every town, so we've carried between a liter and 2 liters. Normally on a trail, unless there's not a water source, I would not carry 2 liters, but we haven't necessarily needed 2 liters when we've carried it.
No.
But, so I think that's it. If y'all have any other questions, what about this, that I might have forgotten, then let me know. At least only 1 incident of getting busy, yeah. Thankfully, so far, yes. Yes, that was awful. Montana, such a considerate gas passing. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. I'm joining late, so you may have already answered this. You made it a good ways along the way. Do you feel like you've developed a trail family or Camino family? Yeah, we did talk about that.
Not entirely.
No, we've had little bursts of for a few days we get used to some people, and then normally we end up separated.
And then
that's happened maybe 3 times. When we were running into Tara and them for a while, and then our German friends, and then just here lately. I guess at the beginning, the first couple of days.
Yeah, but I feel like the German friends were really the only
friends.
People we kept up with.
Yeah, the German guys, they were.
Hopefully now there is a German guy. He said he's also taking 2 days in this town.
Yeah, so hopefully.
So maybe we'll keep up with him.
Yeah.
And maybe the others that we stayed with.
Yeah. But there were 2 German guys that we ran with.
Yeah,
for a while.
the first.
They were in their 60s or so. I would say.
Yeah.
I would think they're in their 60s. Yeah. So
yeah,
they only did up to. No, it wasn't Logroño. Burgos. They only did up to Burgos. And so then they're going to come back and do the rest another time. But yeah, we there were several days, and they would be at a bar waiting, having something to eat, and then we'd get there and we knew we were sitting with them. It's just they were our real friends. Yeah. But yeah, other than that, no, we really haven't. No, that's been it. So.
There's been no guys my age.
Montana wants to start talking about her guy problems. No, there have been some boys in their early 20s.
Yeah, there have been a few, but they've mostly been
mid-20s or older.
Yeah, mid-20s to 50, 40. I don't know. Yeah. I'm upset.
She should have been here in the summer. It doesn't sound like you have any long stretch to lose yourself in your head on this trail. Have you lost yourself in your head at all?
No. Yes.
I think she has.
Yes.
I
didn't want to admit it, but yes.
I was going to say, you're just playing tough. Come on, pour your heart out for him, Montana.
Wow.
I've cried in front of him before, so it's okay. I actually have cried a couple times while doing these games.
Sorry, guys. I don't think I have tears. I don't have what are they? Tear ducts?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have that.
Okay, so I will say, Montana and I were talking one day, and I told her, well, I asked her, I said, do you think about anything while you're out here that maybe you thought that you had like settled in your head, but it pops up? Or do you think about things that maybe you don't want to think about and they pop up? And she was like, yeah, actually that has happened. And she asked, and I told her, I was like, yeah, that happened for me a lot, especially when I was first starting. And it seems like as I've gone on, things have quietened down a lot. And now I start kind of making to-do lists for when I get home. Like I get excited about not getting done, not like, oh, I can't wait to be done, but just like I start looking forward to things that I've learned, or maybe books I want to read, or whatever. And so she's like, well, do you ever, for those things that like won't go away, do you ever come up with a solution? And I said, yeah, sometimes. And then sometimes I have to settle for there really is no solution except letting it go and trying to move forward and maybe learning something from it or not, or just accepting that like it has to be put to rest. But so anyway, yeah. So you do think that this trail allows you time, because you haven't done the others. So but do you think that this, like you're alone in your head long enough that you can think about? Yeah. Okay. So there we go. Yeah, because I mean, sometimes we'll have 7 or 8 miles before the next trail, and I mean, if it was only a couple of miles, maybe not, but you do have some longer stretches, and especially when it's not super exciting, you know, especially like in the desert areas where you can't see anything. So it's not even like your mind can be stimulated with buildings or graffiti or other people, but you're in this long stretch where all you can see is the path ahead of you for it seems like miles and miles and miles. And I think those times especially that you really kind of zone out and get in your head.
But it's also really nice when you don't have like the time to think about that. So like when you have like friends that you're walking with or people that you want to talk to, it's really nice to not be stuck in your head and have to deal with that. 'Cause I don't know. It's just like
You need to though.
Habláis un inglés muy de Estados Unidos.
No hablan español.
Oh, it's okay. No, it's okay. No, we don't want to. We're trying to learn though. No. Oh, he said. Hold on. I want you to see who we're talking to. Here we go. Smile. Cheers. He's telling him no.
he was up there staring at me earlier. That's why I came back here and was like, oh, do you want
The man at the bar told him they don't speak Spanish. They don't speak Spanish.
Well, he said something about English, and then he said you're from the United States.
Yeah, he said the United States.
And
I heard him say that. He said English, and then he said United States, but I don't know what else he was saying, but
he kissed.
He blew a kiss.
He loves y'all. He doesn't even know.
Just wait till Italy. You'll find your Italian stallion. Hey.
I hope so. Where are the universities?
Ed says, yeah, come on, Montana, spill it.
Spill it.
Spill your
Oh, I don't have any emotions.
She blocks all that
I
out.
don't ever smile.
She's too hard. Okay, the second video was hilarious. Montana looked so grumpy in the morning, but was smiling when she had that tortilla.
Y'all, I'm really not a morning person.
She always
you can
does
ask my
this.
mom.
She can be like me, and then like she has food, and she's like, Montana loves to eat.
Well, because I do love to eat.
Hey.
No.
Are you good?
I'm
Okay.
good.
Okay, I guess we're good. Thank you,
Good,
though.
gracias.
Oh, that's the guy that checked us into our hotel yesterday. We're just like, oh, we know you, but he just offered to buy us a drink. That was sweet. Look, Montana, that's your man. I think he's older than you.
Him?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't care. He is nice looking.
Let's see.
I will learn Spanish for him.
Montana. Okay. Let's see. Montana, any interest in doing a trail like the AT? Has this trail changed how you think about hiking? She said earlier
Okay,
that
Lisa. Sometimes
No.
letting go is the.
Look, we're on Laura. Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Montana said earlier that she
No.
would probably do a quit looking at that boy. That she would probably do a section hike,
And
like
maybe.
a 3-day, 2-night. maybe. But she said no every day. She has said no almost every day until right now. So I'm pretty excited that we've gotten this
In front
far.
of y'all, I'll say yes. When we're off camera, I'm going to tell her no.
Jessica, sometimes letting go is the solution. Yes, see?
Wait,
she
did you
knows.
answer her second question?
Oh, no. Did she have something else? Oh, I'm sorry.
Has this trail changed how you think about
Oh,
hiking?
that's for you.
Oh, was that for
Have
me?
you answered her second question? No, you haven't. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, has this trail what? What was it
Change how
again?
you think, like, what you think about hiking.
No.
I'm just Kermit the Frog over here speaking my tongue.
Wow. No, not really. Call it Kermit.
Yes,
Sí,
it's great.
sí,
Sí. Muy bien. Muy bien. Gracias.
Oh, he is fine, y'all. If y'all could see him.
He was so sweet because he checked us in and then he just offered to buy us a drink and then he asked us how the room was. That's it. And he doesn't really speak English, but that was so sweet. It was very nice of him. Oh.
No, I mean, to me, like, yes, this is hiking, but it's not like the
Roughing it.
the hard hiking. Like,
Yeah, but this is rough on your feet. You're exposed.
no,
you're in the heat.
yeah, but I mean, like, the whole, like, we have, like, the luxury hiking trail.
Yeah, you would have to carry more weight.
So I like, this is definitely better than what I think it could be for me. Because I don't think I could do it through hike. I don't really want to.
Yeah, if you don't have the desire to, then yeah, a
Yeah.
6-month thing that you don't enjoy would be miserable.
Yeah, I could probably put myself through it for a month.
Yeah.
But I don't think I could do a full 6 months.
Yeah.
It's just not what I want to do.
Yeah.
But everyone's different,
Yeah, no, of course.
I'm going to hike my own hike to the refrigerator and back to the bed.
Just because sometimes letting go is the solution. Yes, that it really is, I think so. Yeah, Italian men are never dull. Go on, look at the boy, Laura said. Y'all don't encourage
Y'all,
that.
he was cute.
The Pinhoti does connect to the AT. You could start and maybe just keep going. Yeah, I would really eventually like to have filled in all of the Florida Trail, the Pinhoti, the Bent McKay, where it all connects to do like the ECT. Just say those all connect through there. So here's one more vote for go ahead, Montana. Go over and talk to the guy. Yeah, pull out your Google Translate and be like, yo boy, what's up? I bet he stays, if you go to the where we're staying and ring the doorbell like you're locked out, I bet he comes down.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Okay, I'll stay here and you forget the keys and just go back and ring the doorbell. And then be like, why did you say no to the drink? You should have let him buy you a drink.
Because I can't. I don't want him to waste his
You could have been
money.
like, si, agua. No, but that's like you declined, so now he's like, oh, she's not interested. There's no way in his mind he's like,
no,
oh,
hold on,
she
I'm
didn't-
interested once this is over.
He won't be like, oh well, she declined my drink because she probably wasn't thirsty.
Any other questions, guys?
She signaled to him that she's not interested. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Maybe back in your day.
Smile, wink. Girls I hung with must have been a rougher crowd. Turned down a free drink. Not. Yeah. Well. Okay. So see, she's the same way I was. Like, I don't know. Back in college, I had shook friends that would go up and ask a guy to buy them a drink and then be like, thanks, peace out, and not talk to him anymore. To me, you don't let a guy buy you a drink unless you're interested in having a conversation with him. That's just my opinion. And you certainly don't go up with the intention to use them to buy you a drink. Like, do you have a job? And if you don't, go get one before you go drinking. But so that's what you heard what she said. Like, I don't want him to waste his money on that. But that, like, he was trying to be nice to you. And then, like, you declined so he could take that. And so you just drink a drink. Anyway.
Okay, you can buy me a whiskey.
Okay, show me the guy. He
Show me
left.
that. Oh,
He
Rebecca.
left. He left. Oh, Rebecca said, show me the guy. Ah!
Rebecca.
Oh, I thought that was him coming back.
I know.
Yeah, he left.
I got you.
Oh, she'll get it. Or you could let him decide what he wants to do. Yeah, what do you mean? Like whether, well, if they just ask, yeah, then obviously he wanted to, but hi sisters.
Hi,
Rebecca.
Favorite sister? Oh, you got that fancy eye. Ooh.
Okay, that's fine. Rebecca, you can come get
You
her.
take after your dog.
No, my dog takes after
My
me.
dog.
Yeah, it is your dog.
Say I'm a dog,
Okay.
but it takes one and don't want. Get it, Rebecca.
Oh, wow, please. Okay, y'all excuse that.
Oh.
All right. Well, yeah. So, any more therapy for Montana about guys?
So I'm guessing Italy is the place to go. Y'all send me the universities there.
Tell the guy to sit down and start peppering him with questions. Yes, that's my style. That's what I do. I'm like, okay, we're just going to go ahead and have an interview right now. Let's see. Montana was wondering a minute ago if it would be a waste of his time to talk to her. And I was just saying, let him decide. I see. Well, she didn't want him to waste his money. But
Yeah, oh, he can waste all his time talking to me.
you spit so much game after he leaves.
Oh,
Okay,
because-
Rebecca needs a trail name too. Oh, we have a few. We have a few, but they're not YouTube appropriate. Okay. What happens in Europe stays in Europe. Rebecca!
Rebecca, we have used that phrase a lot.
Well, on the Camino. We've
Oh
used
yeah,
it like
what happens
twice.
in the Camino? What?
We've used it like twice. We so need a photo of this guy. Okay, we'll see if we can get. I remember my interview. Yeah, I know.
Offer to buy him a drink so he doesn't waste
There
his
you
money.
go. You could have been like, no gracias, and then been like,
Was it
what is it?
two?
No, yeah,
two.
you
with
what
an
is
accent.
gusta? You want a drink? Yo quiero.
I should just be like,
Tu quiero.
y'all. When he asked, he
Yeah,
said,
like is gusta. So tu
he
quiero,
said, do y'all want a drink?
Tu quiero beer, maybe?
Henny.
I don't know. Yeah, what is it?
Lisa.
Or two. It wouldn't be quiero because that's the I. Tu quieres.
Rebecca, you did 2
Beer.
years in Spanish.
Bebida. That's what it is. Beer is two drinks. So, that's what I'm gonna say. It's what did I just say? Tu quieres una bebida. There we go. That's my final answer. Question mark?
Question mark?
Okay.
Upside down question mark?
I don't remember any Spanish, haha. I would be no help.
help.
Yeah, but it kind of starts coming back. Plus, we've been, oh man, we didn't do our Duolingo yesterday. I don't think.
No, we didn't. 'Cause
We lost
talked
our
to
streak.
Patrick.
Yeah. What are you drinking? It looks so good. It's called a Radler. It's like a lemon beer, but it is good.
Rebecca, have you ever had a Radler? Have you heard of Radler?
Survey says beer. Yeah, but what if he didn't want a beer? And he said, he actually did say drink in English. So, but like, is bebida just like specifically a grapefruit Radler? Oh, Rebecca has?
Radler? Yeah.
Oh, be darn. But yeah, I guess you could have also offered him a specific beer.
Yeah.
Bye, Ann. Ed said bye.
Bye, Ann.
Yum, vino. Yeah, you could be like, vino.
Vino?
I make mimosas with it. Oh, really? Yeah.
Ooh.
Radler equals 50% beer, 50% lemonade. Yeah. So I guess we could just like make them. Yeah, somebody told me to put Sprite, and I was like, no, it's more lemony than Sprite, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Wasn't there one question?
did I? Oh,
wanna-
I did. Yeah, he asked about the food. I'll comment because I answered it earlier, so I'll comment again and answer it. But yes, thank you though. So yeah. Well, does anyone else have any other questions before we ski-daddle, or any? You want to know about anything that's been happening? I'm trying to think if there's anything else, but I think we told them everything that's been like.
Checkables.
What about the checkables?
Comment.
Oh, the giveaway?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, doing a giveaway. So
I mean, I'm sure they've
on
seen,
the channel,
but
yeah,
like,
in case you
y'all
haven't.
comment.
Rebecca said, "Have you pooped outside Montana?"
No, I haven't.
I
Mom
wish
asked
she
me
would
that.
have to. I hope that one day. I don't want her to be sick, but I hope one day she has to.
Mom asked me how many times I have, and I was like, nope, I'm just peeing.
Yeah, because we
But-
pass enough bathrooms, but it's gonna happen. Well, it might not.
I
but-
refuse.
Would you just poop in your pants and keep
No,
walking?
it would just be. I would just hold it.
I mean, sometimes it's an emergency.
Nope.
Like today.
Nope. I would hold it.
Yeah, I wish we had any night hiking. We haven't done any like evening night hiking, but we've done waking up early hiking, and it was still dark until the sun came up. But I'm dying. So let's all hope that she doesn't become a real hiker. Yeah, you're not a real hiker until you crap.
Yeah. Have you crapped your pants?
Yes, I've crapped my
Have you
pants on
really?
trail. Yeah,
Really?
on the PCT, I definitely did.
I thought you said you did, and then I was like, maybe.
I said I did
not.
with the mountain lion. I didn't actually. Then.
Well, no.
But
I know.
no, I did on the PCT. I remember it was right outside of Reds Meadow. Thank goodness we got to stop there and have breakfast, and I got to wash all my stuff out. So.
I'm a lady. I don't do that. I don't poop, guys. I'm a lady.
Oh, okay. Ever stayed in a monastery albergue for the night? Yeah,
Yes.
we did.
We've stayed in a couple, right?
I know one for sure. It was Roncesvalles, but
I thought there was a second one, but
maybe there was.
Maybe
I'm
not.
remembering, but for sure there, and they were singing in the morning. Very
we
beautiful
missed
singing.
the nuns, I think.
Yeah,
right?
there was a place
Missed
that
the
would have
singing
nuns.
I don't remember where that was.
That would have been in Carry On. That would have been in Carry On. So yes, we have for sure one time, possibly twice. Any 24-hour challenges? I would love to, because the terrain here is so flat. But with her feet, I think it's a terrible idea. I even thought about it. I'm like, what if I did a 24-hour challenge and then she caught up with me? But I thought, what if I was able to do 72? Say, if I could possibly do 3 miles per hour for 24 hours, 72 miles, then that would take several days. And I'm not going to do that. Like we're doing this together. So anyway,
I would be determined to catch up.
I know, but then you'd end up with the worst tendonitis ever, and
Then I would be
knees
broken
yeah, so it's just-
for real. Ooh, yeah, let's do it.
no.
Let's do it.
So yeah, I thought about that the other day, especially through the Meseta where we've been. It would be prime, but no, not doing it.
24-hour wine challenge.
Oh my gosh,
Ooh, now we're talking, Tim.
that's terrible. Wow.
Now we're talking.
No, that would be absolutely a bad idea.
Also, we haven't really we don't always drink the whole bottle of wine.
No, most of the time. Most of the time we give it to another table.
Yeah, we give it to another table. So if y'all do this trail, give it to another table that needs it instead of them pouring it
wasting
out
it,
and
yeah.
unless they chug it themselves
Because
after a night. I don't know.
sometimes they seat you all together, like it's a one big table thing, and then and usually those are, you have a specific time frame for, like dinner is at 6:30, but then sometimes they do like dinner is from 6:30 to 8, and you just come in and sit down as if you're going to a regular restaurant. So whoever comes in with you and sits at the table is your table, and most of the time it's just me and Montana. So they bring one bottle of wine for the table, and yeah, so we always give it to like a group of folks that look like they need some more wine.
Yeah, because they're just chatting it up, and then you look over and they're like down 3 bottles of wine, and we're like, you need a
You
4th.
need some more. Well, a half anyway. Usually you get at least halfway.
Oh yeah,
But
we keep pouring.
drink 1 glass every hour. That would be a terrible idea.
I think she would have an awful hangover. I wouldn't.
Oh
I'm young.
my gosh. You do have that resilience that I probably do not.
Yeah. The two of you have allowed us to join you along the way.
Well, we're happy that y'all have
love
joined
to
us.
you, Montana. Aw, Lisa.
She's such a turd.
So hateful.
No,
It's fine.
I appreciate y'all being interested. We had up to 40 this time?
Yeah.
40 something. So yeah.
Wow,
And
it's
that's
really
and
been
I
that
know
long.
that it's not prime time. Yeah, it's been almost 2 hours. I know that it's not prime time for y'all over in the States, so I appreciate y'all dropping in, because I know most of y'all are probably working and whatever, but it's Friday. So hopefully y'all have some cool weekend plans or just gonna relax. Tomorrow we're gonna go tour the cathedral here. It's really pretty. It's
Are
big.
we?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, do you want to, or will
No,
you?
no. I mean, yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine with me. We just
Yeah, we
got to
haven't
figure
talked
out where
about-
we're going. So,
Well, that's where we get back on trail. So I'm like, we'll be right there.
well, yeah, but it also depends on how long
It takes and how long
it
we're
takes her
hiking
to
it.
take
well,
pictures.
if we leave earlier in the morning and not keep our room until 11,
Yeah.
she just loves.
It's so
She
fun.
loves pestering me. This has been nice. Keep enjoying the hike. Thank you, Thomas. I still need to catch up. We still need to catch up. Thanks for another great update. Adios.
Y'all hit me up with a book title.
Book title.
Yeah, I'm gonna write a book, Surviving the Camino with Dixie, Dealing with Dixie.
You just had
on
2
the
cups
Camino.
of coffee. You're supposed to be sweet, not hateful.
It's not morning time.
Martin says you both seem pretty cheerful halfway through Buen Camino.
Yes.
Buen Camino.
Buen Camino.
All right, y'all. Well, thank you again for dropping in and for being here and for putting up with Montana and the Q&As. Thank y'all for allowing her to be a part of it and not being like, please don't let her come back. So,
I know I'm y'all's favorite Mills, except for Mom.
she's
Mom
definitely
doesn't
not
count.
arrogant at all. No arrogance whatsoever. Mom
Yeah.
doesn't count.
She doesn't.
She does. Okay.
Whatever.
Well, enjoy the rest of the Camino. Goodbye from Denmark. Bye. I will let y'all know. You know, I tried this time to at least give you the heads up that we were doing it, and then give you a time. But so I don't know what next town we will do it in, but a bigger one. And like I said before. If we end up one night in an albergue where we have decent Wi-Fi, I might pop on for a little surprise one. But, but anyway, yeah, I'm glad that this was good Wi-Fi. So that's if we had done it in the room, I'm afraid that it would have been real pixelated and splotchy and been pausing and all that. So sorry for the background noise, but at least we were able to like stay on one steady stream. So, all right, y'all. Thank you, Larry. Thank you. All right. Well, we'll see y'all later. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Are you gonna do your thing?
Oh, wait.
Okay. She's got to do her farewell. Oh, I didn't hit. Okay, hit it. What did that last one say?
Nope.
Ah!
I'm like, but what do you miss the most from
Oh
home?
gosh, wait. Okay, wait. We gotta. Okay. What do you miss the most from home? Oh, hey, Lloyd.
My mom.
Dogs. There's a dog. Well, I mean, that's a modern comfort, right? I mean, Marty, he already knows.
Oh.
No, I guess like
mom.
actual like comforts and not people or friends or pets or I would say the food. I would say knowing that I can have whatever I want to eat when I want to, because it's not that way here. So if we're talking about like comforts from home, then that's probably what I would say. What other than like mom? I miss my good cell reception. They say that we bought a 4G SIM card, but it was not. It's always 3G.
Yeah.
I don't know though what else. Like
I don't know.
catch up, you know, like certain.
Okay,
certain
what I
things-
really do miss is being able to know what people are saying around me. Because, like, when there's, like, a lot of screaming going on like this in the background, I like to know what's going on rather than, like, I don't know, just hearing, like, it's, like, foreign language and it, like, kind of terrifies
which is
me because...
interesting to me because earlier in the hike you were like, gosh, it's so nice to not know what the people around me are saying. Like I can just chill and not have to pick up on their conversation. So now it's like,
No, that's nice.
Yeah.
But, like, when they're, like, screaming and
oh,
stuff...
when there's like something heated, I see.
Yes,
Okay,
and
okay.
I'm like, I want to know the gossip, but, like, I can't.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Well, I would say, you know, that's a good point. Being able to communicate when you need to, especially when you need to, because with this whole debacle with the package, and I think we didn't quite finish that earlier, but well, maybe we did. But anyway, with that, it's just been when her foot was hurt, trying to communicate. So yeah, communication, and food. I really think the food here has been great. It's been nice to try something new, but I miss just being able to waffles.
I miss my caramel macchiatos.
Like waffle. I don't even eat bread that much. I'm not a big carb person at home, and at home I can cook, what I want. I miss being able to cook. And they have, as I mentioned, they have some kitchens here, but then you're limited at the grocery store that the village has, So yeah, cooking. Yeah, that's a few things anyway. Marty says I feel so loved. Okay.
How long does it take her to take pictures?
Well, it's not that Lynn takes that long, it's that I take a lot.
I will show y'all. I have videos on my phone of her trying to get pictures of the caterpillar.
Okay, the caterpillar was
snail,
like a 4 or 5 minute thing.
There's been a lot of field mice.
Okay,
Y'all
that was like a 10
sat
minute.
there for 10 minutes. 10
And
minutes.
didn't even get a good shot.
Didn't get a good shot.
That's what Aaron always says. He's like, you get like, well, he doesn't say maybe this exact number, but like you can take 100 of them before you get one that's good. Mm-hmm. It's true.
But whatever. Content. Good content. It's fine.
Don't mock me.
Definitely Hank. Yes. Montana can run the show when she. Alright,
trail
let's skip
name.
RJ.
Buenos noches from a lonely room. Marty, no, yeah. But
Hank.
Bye.
No Starbucks in Pamplona. Surely they would have macchiatos. I didn't see any Starbucks.
See one.
It
doesn't mean that they're
I
not
looked
there.
up Starbucks in Spain, and the only place that I found them was along the coast up top. On what is that? The
Norte.
Yeah, I only saw them around the Norte, so I don't know. My thing may have been wrong. It may have not been calculating all over, but yeah, I do miss them. 10 to 1 is a good way to go.
What you mean, 10 minutes of shooting for 1 minute of using useful content?
Yes. Or yeah.
Yeah, I would say he uses probably about 10% of what I shoot, probably.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Time to get some work done. Hasta mañana.
Hasta mañana.
If you focus too much on the tiny details, there are people who can talk to you. Just saying.
There are people who can talk to you.
What you mean, Lloyd? Are you saying if you don't focus? What you mean? You'll have to explain it. What you mean? Ratio, yes. Okay, gotcha. 10 takes, 1 keeper. Yeah.
That's for sure with her.
It's probably more like 100.
She struggles. But it's fine. Because she does get good.
I just have fun like that. I got a praying mantis, and it's it was looking at us, and then it's creepy neck turned, and you can see its neck. I don't know, it's creepy. But I liked it. Montana actually found that one though, so.
Yeah, I found another with the kitten, but
We were focused on the kitten.
we were focused on the kitten.
Oh, Lloyd says that was a joke. Wow, we're right over our heads.
Yeah, we're blind.
You focus too much on the tiny details.
Sorry, Mom, if you're actually watching.
Yeah. I talk about the time taking pictures.
The time taking
Because I'm
pictures
so
that I'm
guilty of that.
Yeah.
But when I would hike with Perk, he was okay. So I don't mind eating snacks while I walk. I'm fine with putting food in my face while I'm walking. Perk likes to sit down and almost have a spiritual moment with his food. So he likes to sit down and unwrap the food and eat and just take it all in and I don't know, have a rest at a beautiful view or something. And I'm I'm hungry now, I'm eating. But I like to take all the pictures. So I would always catch up to Perk when he was sitting, eating something on a break. And, after I had slowed down from taking pictures. So yeah, it works. But yeah, Montana usually waits for a little while and then she goes on. But then when she hits that downhill and that knee about gives out, I catch her. So. Therapists to talk to. I also miss the variety of food. The worst was the UK. Yeah, the variety certainly has I don't know. It's like as we go farther, there are different things for that region almost or something. I don't know.
Sometimes, yeah.
Or the bigger towns, you know.
I don't eat sandwiches anymore.
Yeah. Well, we did today. Today was your first time in, like,
First
the second
time?
day or
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
Well,
or
since
the third
the
day
first
or-
week.
Yeah.
At least.
Because when we left Roncesvalles, you had some there.
I was just,
Yeah, sick of it. Well, it's the bread, the hard bread.
yeah, it's the bread, and I have to take my teeth out to eat it.
Let's see that. Just show them.
We did.
Did you? You didn't show them yours?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yeah,
We did. We did at home then. Okay. All right. Yeah. So she's got to take her teeth out, and I am worried about mine breaking off the braces. But
Mine's about to break.
is it?
Probably.
Well, I
yeah,
have- I have
yeah,
super
because it
glue.
looks like I have like stuff in my teeth, and it's just like coming up. But I've got super glue, guys, so it's fine.
Yeah, because I stepped on her sunglasses.
You can't even really tell. I guess. I don't know. Whatever. Sorry.
Okay. Well. All right.
We
Well,
are about
Lloyd,
to go
Well, or
grub.
anybody. Does anybody else have any other questions? I know Lloyd, you just popped in, so I don't want to. I don't want to be like,
Yeah.
okay, we're done now. But
Oh, you can't tell. Oh,
Oh.
wow. Y'all look at that tan.
yeah, you can't tell.
You can tell a little bit.
Seriously, she's always been like the marshmallow man for real with her skin tone. No, you have, but you've got a great tan now. I'm impressed. It's a compliment.
This side of my face is pale compared to this side.
That's because the sun is always.
I know, but I'm gonna go back home.
Just
I'm
walk
not gonna be
backwards
able. I'm not gonna be
tomorrow.
able to come out of the house when I get back to Alabama.
Why? So you can get pale again?
Yeah. No, I just don't want people to see me half and half.
Oh,
It's gonna be like tan and then no
you
tan.
just walk backwards tomorrow, or just put sunscreen on that side of your face.
They can call me Two-Face.
Oh my gosh.
Y'all look well rested at
Oh,
least.
not. I don't.
She slept in.
Yeah,
today.
but I stayed up later than you did too.
Did you?
I was up till I don't know what time it was. It was late.
Oh, you should have slept.
I did this morning when you woke up.
I know, but you should have went to bed.
You should have went to bed late and slept late. Okay, don't tell me how to live. Hike your own hike, Montana.
Montana must flip-flop to finish there now for 2.
Okay. No, you know what a flip flop is. I'm proud. Look at you using the terminology. She's like, Montana's gonna flip flop.
No, you said that.
Oh, somebody said that? Oh, I was.
Henning said that.
I was
yeah.
so proud of you. I was like, look at her, Montana.
I mean, I know now, but like,
Oh, I see.
You're
For
saying-
oh, okay.
which that's what I was thinking of doing, and then I was like, no, I've struggled this much.
No, it's got to be like a. Oh, it's gonna be great when we
It
get
was
there.
the one.
Yeah,
Buenos
Montana.
noches.
We were. I should pin that or put that video so that they can see. I went to take a picture of the wine fountain, like just pan down and show the wine fountain when we got there, and and it's funny actually because I
have
said
jokes.
like I actually made that noise, and next thing I know, Montana has. I hear this actually like angelic music playing in the background. I'm like, what in the world? It kind of freaked me out. And Montana was playing music on her phone as like sound effects.
It was
for when I
heaven music. Guys.
That's what I asked her. I said, "What did you even look up to get that music?" And she said, "Heaven music."
It was from like Halo or something, like the video game, you know.
She's a mess,
But,
y'all.
yeah.
She said heaven music. I mean, it was like several days later, and I was like, "Wait a second, what did you even Google?"
Great YouTube material right here. Anyways,
Okay.
making your
bye.
life better. Okay, bye.
All right.
Buenos noches, Lisa.
Senoritas. Montana loves when people say chicas.
Oh yeah, when they say chicas, I get so excited because I'm like, I know they're talking to me because they know like Americans know chicas. Anyways, okay, bye.
What does he say? The longer you're together, the harder it is to tell who's older, good or bad. You be the judge.
Yeah.
How so?
What do you mean?
Like, how can you tell who's, like, because I act like a child? Or because you look old?
No, I'm upset.
Lloyd, what do you mean? Exactly.
She is very childish, and I am very mature.
I don't know.
I
You are
am
better.
mature
You
for
are
my
better.
age.
Let me tell you. Let somebody else tell you. Don't.
They have
Don't
told
tell
me.
them. Okay.
That's how I know.
So she is better with remembering the keys and stuff like that, but I'm better with remembering our passport, like credentials and stuff. So we have different duties in this partnership.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like right now, she has the keys to the apartment.
Yep.
And I've noticed here. See, they just said Buenas. Did you hear that? They just said Buenas.
No, I heard Bali.
And it's like a shortened, instead of saying Buenas noches, it's like Buenas. It's just like a, what's up? Montana is telling you to go to bed early. Before Jessica's definitely in the mom mode. Either way, it would be a challenge to travel with y'all.
We definitely do switch roles.
Yeah, we do.
So much.
We do.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And a lot of people have been like, "Your sisters?"
They don't know we're sisters. Yeah.
Yeah,
They
it's
have
like
no idea.
we don't look alike. Praise it. I'm just kidding.
Wow. No, you look like Rebecca and DJ. You do, and Dakota. Dakota, I think you can tell me and Dakota are brother and sister, though. I think so. Why are you sad? Rebecca, she's frowning because she looks like you. But sometimes
not here.
Rebecca and Montana will take these selfies that, like, you can only see this, and they do look so much alike. Like, Rebecca...
Y'all should see our pictures from like here up too.
Yeah.
Me and Becca. Which one is it? English teacher?
Me. It would be... Because you would, if you just said, you should see me when I take a picture from here to here. I guess I would have to hear how you said it again.
That's another thing, guys. She likes to correct your English.
No, I like to, like, how are you doing? I'm doing good. And I know that that's not right, so I say it a lot, and so I've tried to correct it to, like, well, or I'm fine, or
No,
whatever.
but like I'll say something.
Or
and
like,
you
there's a lot of people here, and I'm like, there are a lot of people. It's just because...
Yeah, but the thing is, sometimes you do it sly. You'll be like, I'll say there's a lot of people here, and you go, yeah, there are a lot of people here, and like you try to, just smooth that in, which I know.
It's because I'm trying to get better at it myself.
I just don't think that you realize you're correcting me. I think you do it sometimes. Yes, you are. It's fine.
Okay.
We're about to fight after this.
All right.
Guys.
Anyway, she's an engineer. Remember? Yeah. See, I'm terrible at English. So I'm actually math and English were kind of my things in high school and kind of in college. But
Math was the only thing I did right.
yeah,
I was pretty good with English, but like when it was like diagramming a sentence or what was the noun, what was the adjective, all of that stuff. Not like when it gets down to like me and I or you and me and all that.
yeah.
I didn't know any of that.
See, Thomas here, who corrected a lot of errors in my little ebook, says there's a lot of English in the world that needs to be corrected. Someone has to do the job. He's corrected me a lot. See, I'm trying to get better, Thomas. Who loves knowledge loves correction. Yeah, exactly. And I'm okay with being corrected. Sometimes,
Yeah, no, I'm fine with being corrected. It's just like with you, it doesn't bother me. I just like,
well, because I'm being petty. And
yeah,
joking.
exactly. That's why I'm like,
yeah.
But it's fine. The cue and line stuff in the video was fine.
Yes, it's true. And
Respect the
actually,
cue.
you said something about the cue first, and I was, when you first said it, I didn't quite catch what you were saying, and then when you said it again in reference to waiting in line somewhere, I realized you were talking about the line for waiting in line, and it hit me. That's another thing. I say too much. I'm trying to cut that out because when I'm speaking. At some of the speaking events, I don't want to get up there and the whole time I'm at the speech, I'm going like, and like. Anyway. Okay.
British English.
Okay.
That's what we are taught here.
British English, that's what we're taught here. Sorry, I do the English thing too. Whose side is Lisa on this time? English major here, love to proofread. Awesome!
Lisa,
I'd say key too. The kids in Europe love my accent because they thought a southern accent was only found on TV. They love to hear me talk. It's all good. Yeah. We've talked about rednecks some with the Germans. There is a they're taught what a redneck is. And Patrick said the other day, oh, like a guy in a checkered shirt and blue jeans
And boots.
and I can't remember. Oh, a baseball cap. He was talking about
Yeah.
rednecks, and I said yes. We grew up with a lot of rednecks. I like the Q. He talks in code. Who is that? The Q. Is that a?
Like,
Oh, he
go
says
by the code, I'm pretty
talks,
sure.
He talks in code. Okay. Oh, okay. Or is the Q a character or something? I know Q is a person in Star Trek.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I don't watch Star Trek, so I don't
Live long and
know.
prosper. Lloyd, just think about how many different accents they have to strain to understand.
No.
QA9. That Q. I see. Yeah, I don't
Q?
follow the QA9. Do you know who QA9 is?
Okay.
Okay, yeah, it'll rot your brain. I'll fill you in later. Political stuff.
We have different shapes.
Huh?
Nothing.
We have different shit. I know, I have a long face. Why the long face?
It's okay, I have a square face.
I use Q and sort in conversations in Idaho. What did that
She needs
say?
more coffee, guys.
Yes. Some people get confused. Jessica, you speak great in your interviews and speaking deals. You do not say and like most people. Makes your videos easy to watch. Thank
Aww.
you. Thank you. The videos, though, Aaron edits out a lot of stuff.
I
probably,
need
but-
Aaron to do like bloopers.
But I try in my talks and on the podcast to pay attention to that. And I wish I practiced it more and every day because the like thing especially. I saw something shared on Facebook one time and it wasn't long ago and it was a video from I believe the 20s. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And it was
The therapist?
Yes, and it was a therapist who was interviewing a woman who had attempted suicide and was not successful. And so he was talking to her about nothing to do with the English language or vocabulary or anything like that. But their conversation
She did not
sounded
say
so nice. She never said and this is a woman who clearly
like-
isn't going, oh, I want to make sure I speak eloquently. And she said a couple times, maybe. In
Yeah,
the
no, there was only a
in the
couple of
whole
times.
10-minute conversation or however long it was.
But she would
just
pause
pause
and think about her
gather her
sentence.
thoughts, and then answer. And so there was no need for a filler. I just like that. And I just aspire. But at some point, things just evolved, I guess you would say. But anyway, but thank you, Lloyd. I appreciate that. I'm a little thrown by the double modals. I don't hear those modals. I don't hear those in the Midwest except for my daughter after she watches Homemade Wanderlust videos. Great. I say actually too much. I feel like everyone has something that
I say for real too much.
I also say I mean a lot. I mean, I even text that. We all have things to work on, don't we? See, the more you work on, and then you conquer, and then you just keep working, and you know.
I feel that.
Yeah, I'll believe for real. I notice the young people say, I feel a lot. That is true.
That's not just
I
that.
feel this. I feel we should go do that. I feel like this is the way to go. I almost think that takes over, in my opinion, right? Because people will state things, and obviously it's your opinion if you're the one saying it.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's important. And maybe even I think it replaces I think.
Yeah,
but
I was thinking that. But
in my opinion, it's important to do that, and sometimes because you don't want to state something as if it's factual when actually, I don't know. Perk and I would talk about that. I would say to him a lot, I haven't personally vetted this, but I have heard blah, 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 or whatever. Blah, 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 blah. Wow, y'all, this took a different turn, didn't it? But this is fun. But yes, Lloyd, I feel like you're right.
Is my face getting chubbier? I'm getting fatter on the trail, guys. I think I am.
I feel like
You can't even see the plums anymore.
As long as you don't start raising the pitch of your voice at the end of your sentences, you and I are good. Oh. As if I'm asking a question? But that actually was a question, right? So I have to do it when I'm not asking a question.
I hate it when sentences sound like questions.
Yeah, that's, yeah. Why do you, oh no, that's a question. I'm trying to do it, but I can't. Is it possible to gain weight on the trail? I feel like,
if you,
now I'm paranoid about everything I say.
If you hike on this one, yes. If you've eaten
Potentially.
as much junk food as I have, right? Because we've had donuts,
Had a lot of
we had a lot of muffins, we had a lot of tortilla.
I will say that the health food options here don't seem to be as prevalent.
Unless you get the vegan meals
maybe
and
then,
stuff. Because I have looked at like the
But
vegan.
then you don't get
it's almost-
protein, and I just...
I know. Calories in wine, yes.
Yes, there are. That's fruit juice. Everybody needs fruit. Get fruit in your
Oh,
juice.
did we skip?
Did
I'm
we
sorry,
skip?
I just saw that. I think I would lose.
Yeah,
No, I'm sure you could lose.
And,
if
we're not even sure that we're gaining weight.
if that was your goal was to
easily,
yeah. But I've never been one to really pay attention to my weight because I've always had a high metabolism.
Just wait until you get about 30.
Oh yeah, I know.
Not necessarily true. People used to say that to me all the time. Oh, wait till you're 20 or wait till
No,
you're
but like
out of high school.
But for sure, I know
It
I know it's gonna
slows
hit
down.
and I don't know. Like I do try to watch what I eat, but like on this trail, I don't really care.
Yeah.
Because I'm out here having a good time, and I will regret it when I get home. You know, this is fine.
Yes, do not do that high talking. You have a great voice. Keep it the same. That's why we like the narration in your videos. Thank you. I'm not sure I know what y'all are talking about. If you don't mind, either Thomas or Lloyd, if you find a video where somebody's doing that, send it to me. I just want to hear it, or maybe I shouldn't if I don't do it. I'm just curious. I might know one video that I've heard of where that's done by another hiker, but I'm not going to name names because I don't want to be ugly. And it's a hiker that has... Anyway, I'm done. So
Stop giving them hints.
Yeah.
Because
I just don't want to be ugly. I'm not trying to be ugly. Okay.
some
I would
detectives.
carry a wine skin. Not sure what that is, but I'm sure I'd need one. From what I've seen in the videos, I think a conversation with Perk would be fascinating. Yes. Montana says he's extra.
he is. You should call Perk on the trail.
Yes, I should.
And, like, just-
he needs to get WhatsApp. He would get it. I'm sure
He
he
doesn't
may
have
have
that.
it. Yeah, I don't know. Perk and I would never be able to complete this because we would be way too tempted. It'd take us forever to leave town when we get in one.
Yeah, we've talked about Perk a few times relating to stuff like that.
Lloyd says, I won't expose you to the dark side. It makes your skin crawl. Just keep doing what you're doing. Thank you. I appreciate it.
What if my eyebrows were like that?
Come on, you're
so silly. I'm just kidding. I'm starved.
Really?
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah, I think we're gonna order more of the wings tonight. You really should have a Boda bag. A Bada bag filled with wine.
Body bag?
Yeah, you get it so much at night, and I don't want to try to not be hydrated enough. So yeah.
Yeah, when we got to the wine fountain.
Well, we didn't want to be rude and take too much there.
No, but what I'm saying is, like, some of the guys were joking around. And we're like, oh, yeah, let me just fill this up.
Yeah, their water bottles. Well, there was one guy he wasn't going to drink any. And he was like, oh, I don't have anything to put it in. And I said, you have a water bottle. Dump out the water and put some wine in it.
He looked at the water and he looked at the fountain and he was like,
oh, actually, yeah, there was water right there. Yeah, so I was like, dump out your wine. Or dump out your water, drink some wine, and then fill it back up with water.
Yeah, that's a good thing for y'all to know if y'all are going to do this trail. If you do the wine fountain, there is some water there.
Yes.
So you can have as much wine as you want, and please, and then hydrate afterwards.
Yeah. Except there's only a certain amount, so people later in the day, if the folks early drink too much.
It was kind of a joke, half joke. If y'all know.
A Bota bag is a traditional Spanish liquid receptacle. Oh, I see. Learning more. I also don't know what a wineskin is. Do you?
No, I don't.
Yeah, I don't know what that is either.
Wait, what is it in reference to?
Keep scrolling. Keep scrolling.
Like
Right there.
Oh.
Steven said I would carry a wineskin.
Not sure what that is, but I'm sure I'd need one.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
So
if you don't know what that is, and we don't know what it is, and who knows what it is? Uh-oh, I about accidentally blocked Steven or hit him.
Lisa, Lloyd, Tim.
It was
Anybody?
in a Hemingway book. Ah, that makes sense. Of course.
What?
Was it like For Whom the Bell Tolls? That's what I was going to ask. I about said A Farewell to Arms, and I'm like, no, that's not it. Yeah, For Whom the Bell Tolls.
I'm 44 and my metabolism is still good. You just have to keep moving and eat well. It works.
That's awesome.
All right.
Go shopping for a Bota bag. Wineskin. Uh-oh, Mitchell's helping us out.
Uh-oh.
Here. Mitchell's about to put the knowledge down. I'm just sitting here like,
it is so cool.
Leather bag to hold liquid before they had plastic and glass. Oh, bless their hearts. I mean, I guess you could do a wineskin, but... Wait, who you said?
Yeah, that's weird. Okay, for me, that's
I understand.
traditionally,
Bota
Bota bags were lined with goat bladders.
Wow. I was wondering how they would make it more
I don't like that.
impermeable, so that makes sense that they would use a bladder.
It's a hard pass.
So that's where bladder came from, like a platypus bladder, for example. Like a water bladder.
Yeah, just
because
call
it
it a
used
bag.
to be real bladders.
I call it a water bag.
Interesting. I mean,
weird.
plastic wasn't always a heavily used material.
Oh, my back. It's broke.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that line right there. Hell.
Nowadays, they make them more hygienic, yes. You'll have to pop out your tooth one last time before you get the permanent fix. It's like a tradition. Me, I can't right now. Look, I have this tooth, and I hate that they pinned this one to these because they're starting to move that one back, and this one can move. See it? It's on the wire. And it moves. So I don't know that I'll ever have another one.
I always bit mine.
I assume when this comes off, I might have one temporarily until I get the whole thing done, maybe. But if I do have one again, though, I'll pop it out. Bota bag, wineskin. I see. Okay, makes sense. Well, now we've all learned something new tonight. Well, maybe some of us knew that, but. Ew, what's that? Have you ever been like chewing gum? Oh, I said the like. Have you ever been chewing gum and it pops down when you're talking to somebody?
No, but
I
I
look at you, real confused.
Wait, gum? No, what?
Oh yeah, I've had that.
No, I've been chewing gum and it's like fell out of my mouth when I was talking to someone and I just cringed real hard at myself.
It might be a nice souvenir to bring home, a traditional Spanish Bota bag. Yeah, and we'll let Rebecca drink out of it. We'll tell her it's whatever.
Moo.
Oh yeah. We'd have to get hers with the cow bladder.
Yeah.
Oh goodness. All right. Well, does anyone else have any other questions?
Oh, you did the high pitched voice.
Oh, I did. Well, it was a question though. Does anyone have any other questions?
Oh.
I think it's okay as long as it's a question.
Question? Okay.
All right. Well, I guess we will skedaddle. Get out of here and go order some foods. Okay. Thank y'all again for coming by. Thank you, Lloyd, for coming in and getting us to hang out longer. Oh no, this is what we enjoy this.
So we have nothing better to do.
We're just gonna go get some food, really, and hang out in the room. So, yeah. No, I'm glad that you were able to come home and hang out for a little while. So, if you have any other questions, though, for real, throw them out there because we are happy to.
When you said hang a little while, it sounded like, I don't know if you've heard the Brad Paisley music video where.
Which one?
When I Get Where I'm Going.
Oh yeah, it does.
And he has his grandpa at the end, and Grandpa says, "Come on in, rock a little while."
Oh no, I didn't know that.
I don't know. It sounded just like that, and I was like, "Ooh." Anyways,
Okay.
sorry, we're still here, guys.
All right, y'all.
Peace out.
Thank
Girl
you again,
Scouts.
everybody, for coming here. And look, 27 folks, probably, maybe some come and gone, but for 2.5 hours have hung out with us. That's
Sorry,
all. Like,
guys.
sorry you had to hang out. No, they didn't, though. But so
I
that's what I
know.
mean. I always say that, like, they could have done anything else and they came to hang out. So thank y'all for being here. And thank you for putting up with our shenanigans and actually, supporting it and encouraging us and all that stuff. So be safe. We'll try.
We'll try.
We'll try. Buenas noches. Yeah, if y'all have never heard that song, Buenas noches from A Lonely Room, the acoustic version by Dwight Yoakam, you should go look that up. So, Buenas noches from A Lonely Room, acoustic, Dwight Yoakam. So, yeah. Patreon question. Night. Bye. So your mother is a saint for all these years. She really is.
There were none, right?
Saint. What?
Like they were saying
I'm
Patreon
sorry.
questions.
Yes, and no, there was only, as far as I know, about 30 minutes beforehand. Only one. There was some information left in one comment, and then there was one question from John DeVita, and he asked about the food. So John, if you're watching this, I did answer in the main thing, but I'll respond on the post too, so that you don't have to go to the middle of it to hear. But you were both adorbs. Ann says you got mine. Awesome.
I know Ann was saying you got mine.
Yeah. Oh, did I get
Patreon question.
No, but she
You got
asked
mine?
something. She was here earlier, so she
Okay,
asked. So
okay.
unless Ann, are you saying that there was another one of yours that you left that I should have gotten and I didn't? I just want to make sure I didn't forget anybody's. I'll go back through and review them. So if you're watching this right now and I'm not answering your question, like if you're post watching this, then I'll go through the comments and make sure. Okay, you answered ours about hiking. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, gotcha.
Sweet.
That's
Sorry.
That's what I thought you were
I
saying.
was just making sure.
Yeah. No, that's good. Yeah, I don't want to
So-
forget. Or if you're watching this, like I always say, and I didn't answer it, message me and I'm happy to answer it.
So your mother is a saint for all these years.
Yes, bless her heart.
I was about to say bless her little
she
heart.
and that's like a genuine bless her heart.
You are both adorbs.
But she's sassy now. We have to put up with her.
Yeah, we do. Ooh, she was sassy this morning before school, but it's fine.
She was running late.
Yeah,
So it's your fault.
wasn't mine.
Love hanging out with you, chicas. Hey.
Oh, chicas.
It's okay to be confused. You were blind. I'm gonna tell my mommy
Yeah.
I said that. Buen Camino. Yes.
Buen Camino.
All right, y'all. We'll see you next time. When I get an idea of where it'll be, I will let you know. Okay, let's see if we can do this together. Ready?
Bye, guys.
Bye.